the game. We're going to tab over to this screen so that you can see the KnightLites. I'm going to turn some music on for you guys and catch you up with what is currently happening in this area. Let me find the party's theme because it's been an age since we've heard this music. Also, hi Laura. Hope you enjoy the show.
Fucking hell.
Braden Coy has, in his stressful encounter with the Avatar of Slaughter, created by a mutated lycanthrope version of Salcom, had a dream, a vision in which his consciousness descended into the Shadowfell, and he met with an agent of the Raven Queen, thus granting him some new abilities. In exchange, he must serve as the agent of the Raven Queen's will, and to that end, he has been tasked to find a Soul Devourer somewhere in the city of Waterdeep, or possibly beneath the city of Waterdeep, and destroy it. The party, reeling from Salcom's recent operation at the hands of a necromantic doctor by the name of Dashan Duvare, have, of course, agreed to help him, but they're not at full strength, and they don't have a lot of leads. Most recently, while the party was otherwise distracted, Braden, the Black Viper, something of a vigilante in Waterdeep, and Braden's girlfriend, Asvile Rosnar, and Pierce of Laveril opted to go to the former estate of what became the Avatar of Slaughter, the Castellanters, and see if they had any information on the dark magic that surely must surround something called the Soul Devourer. We know, or they know, that they had hellhounds, and we know that they had a lot of demonically aggravated, to put it bluntly, cult shit laying around their manor. Now, would somebody please remind me why only Pierce and Brayton are going? I feel like
everyone else was either dealing with the Good Night's Rest or helping Salcom.
Okay.
Aye, Salcom.
That's what I thought. So it's, what, the middle of the night at this point? And
Aye, fair enough.
The three of you are going to be heading off into the dark streets of the city to find the Castellanter Villa, I believe. And I think that's where we fade in. We fade in on the rogues, like, crouched on a rooftop overlooking a district of the city, and Pierce laboriously climbing the fire escape. Are you dressed differently, Captain Averill?
Yes, I'm not wearing my general robes or whatever. I'm wearing, like, plain clothes, effectively. A long sleeve, button-up shirt, like, work pants, effectively. They look decent, because of course they do. He has this bag over his shoulder on his side. His familiar is still sitting on his shoulder.
Right. So we see
and his
you,
amulet
like,
around his neck.
We see you, like, come to the top of the fire escape, climb the ladder, climb up onto the roof, and the two rogues are just sitting on the edge of the roof like Batman. They just look over at you.
You took your time getting up.
I have to have line of sight to the point I'm teleporting to.
You can teleport? That would have made this a great deal easier.
Yes, I can only do it so many times, though.
Can you teleport other people?
Technically, I could, yes.
I mean, that just sounds like it's going to be easier to get into the villa.
Or out of it.
I missed that. What?
Or
What
out
I
of
have
it.
to do is I have to teleport, and then I can swap places with one of you. I did it in the vault, remember, Brayden? with a archmage.
Oh yeah, so you did. Have you got the energy for that?
I do. I'm completely full on. My energy's up. I should be able to handle it.
Would it be easier if Brayden just carried you? And Brayden, you do have the larger winch than I have.
I don't know if it'll support both of our weights.
It's better than waiting 10 minutes.
Fair.
Unless, of course, you...
Why are we going across rooftops to get there?
I don't
It's
know if
faster
you've
and
noticed,
less
but I'm dressed like a
inconspicuous.
thief. So is Brayden?
Okay.
You could just jump between the rooftops.
I
No, that's a bad idea. Last time he tried that, he fell on his ass.
could just get
Brayden
a
could throw you
fucking
across.
carriage to the street.
Oh, that will go wonderfully, yes. Carriage driver, we'd like to take 3 suspicious persons to the now vacant Castle and Villa. I assure you we're not there to steal dangerous magical artifacts or anything.
I could just go to a nearby street by myself while you travel your way.
Tell me something. Do you know which streets have been cordoned off by the watch?
No, but I'm sure you do.
More to the point, do you know the names of the streets in Waterdeep?
I mean, given the fact I'm the only one that seems to have a map, no. Every time people have asked for a map, it's been, I've got one. No one else does.
Yeah,
I've got one.
I want to see about getting my own copy of that map at some point, but I just never do for whatever reason. Oof.
Well done, Captain Averill.
Yep.
So you're welcome to take a carriage. Brayden and I are quite able to continue as we often do.
Alright. And if the carriage thing won't work, then I guess we don't have a lot of options.
So put him on your back and jump, Brayden.
I mean,
He can't weigh more
light
than
enough,
me.
good.
Oh boy.
In fact, I'd argue he weighs less than me.
Brain just looks him up and down and stuff. Yeah, that's about right.
I have a dumb question.
Oh, I'm sure.
I do have a certain cantrip prepared, but it would mostly involve asking, what it's Mold Earth. What compositions are the sidings of these buildings? Are they brick?
Mostly brick, yes.
Would it be possible to just
It
bridge my...
stipulates loose earth.
Then no, I could not.
Yeah, they're mortared into place.
Yeah, I couldn't do it that then.
Also,
thought.
you would be leaving evidence behind you.
Yeah.
I mean, not if they used it to put them back into place.
I can just imagine the number of, like, poor sleeping housewives that you wake up with that and then have to convince their husband that part of their wall extended outward and then went back in the middle of the night.
Yeah,
Why,
that's
it could
not
be
a great idea. That's not a great idea. Let's not do that.
Oh no, let's do it. It's perfect.
No. Can't do it anyway, not loose. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really have any other spells that could really do it.
Oh, come on then, Captain. Hop to it. Let her fucking makes the gesture for a piggyback.
Alright. Goes to walk over.
No, I'll fucking let you hop onto my back.
Yeah.
Make an athletic check.
Oh no.
Brayden, not Pierce.
Could I help?
How are you going to make
No.
yourself weigh less for the purposes of this, dare I ask?
I have
You
no
can make it
fucking
easier.
idea.
You can make it easier for someone to lift you and carry you by balancing yourself on them.
Yes, okay, okay, valid. Make a dexterity saving throw, Pierceable, and if you roll high enough, I'll give Brayden advantage.
Alright, cool.
Depending how he's hoisting him, he might have a better idea of how to carry him efficiently.
Okay, so, you actually have disadvantage on that roll, Brayden.
Fuck.
Oh, okay.
You go, yeah. So you go to get on his back, and like, what happens? Do you trip? Do you step on something like not
I
meant
think
to be stepped on? Like, what happens?
I think, like, he goes to, like, step on his hands, and then I don't think he has his footing right, and he falls backwards on his ass.
Okay, so if you fall, you're going over the side of the roof.
I thought Brayden was facing towards the
Yeah,
The ledge.
towards the ledge.
Right. You rolled a 1, homie.
Oh, so he's just gonna trip and be like, "Oh God," and go past Brayden
Yes.
off the side.
Basically,
No.
Pierce is gonna fall over your shoulder.
shit.
Survival of fall, can't you, Pierce?
Yeah, I got enough health for it.
I mean, if he fucks up that badly and actually goes over Brayden's shoulders, he's gonna try and catch him and pull him
Okay,
back
so
onto the
you need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah,
You're
which-
better at these.
Yeah. That dex save.
Man, that's good.
I don't have Featherfall prepared.
Do you have inspiration for any reason, Brayden?
Fucking thankfully I do, so I'm gonna roll that one.
Good plan. We're off to a rousing start.
I was about to say the same thing.
No, he's not our friend today.
Okay, so
Best get the bad luck out of the way early.
so we see Pierce like trip. He steps on something of Brayden that's like tender or something. Brayden shifts his weight. Pierce goes over his shoulder, over the side of the cliff. We see him fall to his doom. Brayden blinks and manages to grab him basically like around the waist and pull him back. So Pierce, your head hits Brayden's boots as Brayden stands up, and you're just like hanging upside down in Brayden's grip as Vilate is pissing herself laughing. Like,
Just well done, boys.
Just like hold him over the edge, like slowly turn and just put him on the
This isn't okay. This isn't okay.
Just like head first, like dunk onto the roof and let him go.
I'm pulling myself up.
I'm both confused and impressed how you managed to do that, honestly.
I don't know myself.
Hey, what Brayden's just staring at you dumbfounded, like slack-jawed, like how the fuck? How?
Would you like
don't
me
even
to
have to
try to
walk
carry
over.
him, Brayden? If he's too much for you.
No, he's just a clumsy fuck. Aye, there's a reason that we got him long clothes, because it's funny to watch him fall. Just preferably not over the side of a roof.
There's clumsy, and then there's whatever that was.
Oh. How about we step away from the edge and try that again, eh?
Yeah, that
Don't-
sounds like a good idea.
Don't misunderstand me, Captain. That move that Brayden did, I've
Oh
seen
no,
him.
Brayden was impressive. I'm the fuck up.
I've seen him use it to knock people over. Is my point.
You hear that clumsy? A move to knock people over saves you.
Alright. Let's try
What's
this a different
more
way.
feeling this time?
Yeah.
So do you want to try to give him advantage?
I don't have a negative. I just rolled like shit.
Do you
So-
want to try to give him advantage?
I don't think Brayden needs it.
Okay, Brayden, make an athletic check to pick
No.
up Pierceable.
Like,
I mean,
if I,
There you go. Okay, so while holding the wizard on your back, you are heavily encumbered,
Okay.
but you manage to hoist wizard. So you get Pierce on your back, you grab his like knees with your arms, you stand up, and his really just golf claps.
Well done, boys. The most difficult hurdle has been crossed. Now,
Okay.
And she like points.
think you could jump that?
So I haven't swapped over to the warlock thing. I still have the artificer thing. So I'm gonna give Raiden guidance for whatever the fuck he's about to do.
Back the fuck up. Like, if you use an artificer ability, then you're an artificer.
Okay, then I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
Like, okay, then I just haven't. Okay.
Yeah, you just haven't done that yet. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
simple, Pierce.
You
If
killed
you-
the
you-
Batman.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna. Braden's probably about to jump off. Like, is Vile still on the ledge?
Yeah, this relay is like on the same roof as these two.
Cool. Neither of you like each other anyway, Nightfall. So if Braden's about to critically fuck it up, just swap places with a Vile.
Rude.
That is so rude.
It's pretty good. So Brayden,
Yeah.
you need to jump across about a 7-foot gap between two roofs. The roof that you're jumping onto is slightly higher. This is a jump you could make in your sleep.
Yeah.
However, you're heavily encumbered.
I was. Oh fuck! I can't even use my fucking gauntlet because I can't use it while I can't. Wait, hold on.
No, you can't, because you're holding Pierce with your arms. So you need to make an athletic check with disadvantage. The good news is the DC is 12.
Aye, does not work if encumbered.
Wait, hold on. What if you don't encumber yourself? You just like do what Batman does.
What? Batman does a lot of things that Brayden does. You're gonna have to be more specific.
There's that shtick Batman's got where he's gonna grapple around with someone. So he
Right.
like grabs them by the waist and pshoo, off they go.
Yeah, I mean, he would still be encumbered from that.
Oh.
Batman has billionaire money to make a grapple that can withstand that. Brayden's grapple can't.
Well,
No, it doesn't work if I am encumbered in any way.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
So,
Okay, so like run, jump. Hopefully, don't drop the wizard.
yeah. DC 12 athletic check with disadvantage. Go.
Athletics. Boop. Watch this fail horribly.
Okay. So, you jump. Your vertical leap is enough. You land on the other thing. Your weight shifts because Pierce probably tenses when you jump. You lean forward, hop off the ledge. You're up there, one down. Meanwhile, his village just goes. What?
Just
and
goes what?
Like
You
just,
cut off.
Oh, I was rolling dice, and then just like
Just
hops up
Okay.
beside you and like lands in like a mock pirouette.
Mm-hmm. I'm
Faster
glad
than
you're
a
having
fire
fun.
escape.
I would like to see you try and carry him.
Okay, give him here.
I think he looks at her, squints his eyes, and just goes, "No."
She shrugs.
Well, it might be a fuck, but he's still my brother. Come on.
So the good
I
news
don't-
is that is faster than the fire escape. The bad news is we've got about 20 blocks to the estate.
Okay. How many rolls is that?
It'll just be one, but
Why can't we just get closer and then go up and over?
as Billy just gestures at her outfit with both hands.
Do you understand that we're criminals before we get to the estate? for criminals right now, including you.
I think he, like, raises a finger to say something, pauses, lowers it. In... Alright, oh, okay.
If we're seen for any reason, we get arrested. Including you. Do you want to get arrested? Do you want to explain that to the Archmage? I feel like you're already on report, or something.
More like hasn't given reports.
Hey. You are much faster without me up here. If I go back down and go to the nearest street I can without it being an issue, and then we go up, and then I come up with you, would that not be faster and easier?
Until you get stopped by the guard. Do you have a plan if you get seen by the watch?
I might have something.
Isvila, like, puts one fist on her hips.
What if they're not inclined to talk to you, Captain? What if they go immediately for nightsticks and crossbows? Do you have a plan then?
I mean,
I-
yes,
I-
missed a step.
Yeah, I gestures at Brayden.
And then they know you're a wizard. How many wizards are there in Waterdeep, do you think? How many of them match your description? How many of them match your description and are not immediately affiliated with Blackstaff Tower? You cast your spell, and the Archmage knows. Which leads to questions. Why were you out here, Percival? What were you doing, Percival? Who were
Then
you
what do
with,
you
Percival?
suggest?
Shut
Then
up
what-
and let Brayden carry you. That's what I suggest. And have a plan ready for when we get out, in case we have to take something heavy with us. Like a portal or something.
Okay.
I- I'm pretty sure if Pierce knew how to use portals, we could have just portaled into the estate.
I assumed
She gestures at Pierce.
the trained magician under the guard of Blackstaff Tower with special training from Vajra Safar herself did research, and there's a reason we can't portal in.
It's because I don't have that high level of magic. That's incredibly powerful magic that I don't have.
Can you gain
You
it?
didn't ask!
Can you gain it in the next... what? Bell? If there's a portal nonsense in the estate, can you do anything about it?
I can cast Dispel Magic.
That doesn't get us out.
No, it doesn't. I don't have a fix-all.
Brayden, I know it was my idea to bring the wizard, but also I'm regretting it.
Brayden, help me here. Like, I don't know how else to explain this.
I love the fact that you are currently clinging to Brayden's back like a baby koala, being reprimanded by what is effectively a princess, and your response is, "Dude, help me here, I'm looking useless." Friend. Friend.
If I get off, I need to make another athletics check. No.
Exactly. You need to make an athletics check. The Knights have already betrayed me once, let's not go there.
Did you research, do your wizard thing about where we're going, about what we might find there? Do you know how to deal with hellhounds?
Kill them.
What?
With
Well done.
what?
Points to Brayden's rapier, points to whatever weapon she has.
She has a rapier as well.
Like, he points to his spell book. Hit them really hard. That's my suggestion.
Is that what the
What do
book says?
I know about hellhounds.
Did you research them prior to this?
Braden did tell you about them.
I didn't specifically go get a book, but I feel like I would have at least a little prior knowledge.
Okay. Make they're fiends. Make a religion check with disadvantage.
Okay. Nope.
You have a question regarding hellhounds. Use it wisely.
Oh. What is really effective against them?
Yeah, but with pointy stick.
Like, the literal answer to that is like a dragon. Something bigger than they are. They are fiends, but they are like the fiend
Low
equivalent
tier.
of a wolf. Like they're animals.
Okay. So yes, the answer is hit them really hard.
Yeah,
I
I
bet.
mean, I'm not commenting on that because you used your one question.
I mean, personally, one would be if they're resistant to anything, but you know.
Bit late.
I mean, God. Okay.
So,
Point being, the reason that we took the twink was because, like, they can understand arcane things more better than we do.
yes.
If there's anything in here, like, relating to the Soul
That-
Devourer, then, like, they
Or
can parse
something
it
that
if we
you
can.
shouldn't touch because it hypnotizes you if you do. Like,
Exactly.
the Viper and Brayton are not going to know the difference between loot and a trap.
Is this enchanted? Oh.
Yeah, right? The answer is probably.
The answer is always probably.
So,
All right. I guess we're going.
Touching stuff in the the Castle
Castellanter.
Anter estate is a bit like a gun. Always assume it's loaded.
yes. I mean, also true in the Rosnar State. But, so Brayden, to carry your 130-pound spellbook, you're gonna need to make two rolls. You need to make a con save to make sure that you can do it all the way there, and then you need to make an athletic check with disadvantage to get there. The DC of the first is 15. The DC of the second is 13.
The con save is 15.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this might go poorly.
Okay.
Good
Okay.
luck. I believe in you.
Cool.
Okay.
So you can make it. Let's make sure Asvile can make it.
But if she falls, I'm not going to be able to catch her. Enough with this.
Asvile has advantage because she has to grapple,
True.
so she's fine. So yeah, so we see Asvile just like roll her eyes and huff. Brayton like grunts and stands up, and then we like clock face wipe to you guys standing on a rooftop overlooking the dark, in-fenced multi-building estate that you were in previously. There's a giant hole in the roof of the biggest building.
I think we see where.
Well, at least we know where the Beast of Slaughter came from.
Yeah.
Truly, Captain, you are an asset to this mission.
You're very welcome.
I mean, I'm just glad we didn't explore this place the first time. That would have been horrible.
I'm sorry, you were here before?
Yes, we
When
were
it was
here
here?
before. And we opted to bring an Arcanist next time because Brayden got frightened.
Looks to Brayden.
I'm sorry, you're the one that pointed out that the Hellhounds were cowering in fear.
I was
Oh,
being
boy.
practical. You were frightened.
Gestures at the giant hole in the roof. Do you blame me?
I don't know, you were pretty far in when that thing came at us in the woods.
Yes, that's because, one, my brother was in danger.
No, I'm totally saying that to his Vile.
Oh, right.
The crossbow wasn't doing anything. And if you're so brave, you can go first. The fire escape's over there.
So, what is this, like, where are we standing
You are
relative to this place?
across the street. This thing is a block, technically one block of the city, but it's big. It's a fenced off stone and iron gate. It's a compound basically with 3 buildings, 2 connected by a catwalk that you have to pass under if you go up the main thoroughfare, and then a big like manor house in the back that has its own fence within the fence.
Guarded by 2 Hellhound cages.
You can't see those from
And
here.
it's-
You couldn't see them until you were through the second fence.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
No, I've learned my lesson about going in first. Remember the cellar, Brayden?
What did you do in the cellar? What cellar?
It hurt to forget you getting clocked in the back of the head by a slime.
Remember the cellar? Fucking Nightfall begin to crack the hell up as Vile mild concern. Like, I love it.
What
The
do you mean by
dumbass here-
slime, precisely?
Ooze.
I missed
There
it.
was,
The thing that ate Constance?
Yes.
There
Not
was
as
one of
bad,
the-
but yes.
There was one in the cellar. What cellar?
The manor. We killed him.
The inn?
Then.
Yes.
You were lost to a cellar slime?
And
Yes?
then Salcom decided to electrocute us all.
Hey, what?
I forgot that little detail.
Yeah, before, like, when we first came
It-
to the fucking city.
It was dark. I didn't see it. So it got the best of me.
He started to eat him.
You started it.
Yeah, he lost his spell book that day. And a couple
Yeah.
of- including a diamond.
Yeah, it
including
sucked.
I see.
And that's why I'm not going first.
You're
Exactly.
certainly going first. I'll cover you.
Oh my god. Alright.
I assume you want a safe
Hmm?
way down.
Gesturing at the ladder.
Probably, yes. I'd prefer not to be half dead going into this place.
Alright.
Like, affixes her hook to the roof,
See you at the bottom.
jumps over the side.
And I actually he goes
Let's
to
make
climb the
more.
fire escape.
Yep.
Oh wait,
So-
what?
Yep. What?
What'd you say, Brayden?
As I lets you off the back, goes to jump off the roof, like turns back to you. Now don't go get eaten by a slime this time.
And he's gonna climb the fire escape.
Cool. So the fire escape's a mimic. Roll for initiative.
Oh, what?
What?
Wait, are you serious?
No, I'm not serious. So, my question is, you're climbing down the fire escape. Cool. You don't have to roll for that. But I do have a question.
Okay.
This is an evacuated district because of the Avatar slaughter.
Okay.
Are you making noise going down this fire escape?
I'm trying not to.
Roll stealth.
Okay.
I love.
Fails
Is it-
miserably. Tunk, 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 tunk.
Oh fuck. Does anyone have inspiration at all? Fucking Christ. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
my rolls. Anybody at all?
Already used mine to save you the first time.
So-
I've got one if you really want to use it.
I really want to use it.
Do you really think now is the time? Given where you're going.
Can I use minor illusion to like silence the sound?
No, because that spell is called silence.
Fuck.
Womp, womp,
What about using it to
womp.
disguise it as something else?
You can't use minor illusion as a reaction. It's an action.
Shit.
So, Brayden,
I did not mean to click that, sorry.
you like land in the alleyway, detach your grapple, and you hear the sound of a rusty ladder that wasn't fully extending and smashing into a metal platform.
Oh,
I just wince, like
Shit.
shoulders up, head down, like fucking hell, Pierce, Jesus Christ.
So, Pierce, yeah, what happens is like you grab the ladder, you swing yourself over, your foot hits what you think is a rung of the ladder, and it is, but the top of the fire escape isn't extended, so you kick it down, and it crashes into the first, like, stair landing of the fire escape.
oh no. Oh no, the ladder's coming out from under me.
No. No, it extended downward, Tommy.
Fuck.
Have you,
It just
have you
makes it
never
hard.
seen one of these?
It's
No, I
designed
know what
to
you're
do
talking
that.
about. I know what you're talking about, but I went to put my weight on a rung and the rung disappeared.
Right, so you just held on with your arms. You're not falling, but you made a
Okay.
god-awful noise.
Shit. I'm good. I'm good.
When you come round the corner from the alleyway, like Braden's just standing there shaking his head.
Okay, so before that happens, you and Isvili are in the alleyway, about to go onto the street. You hear that, and Brayden, can you make your passive perception just like 25 or some shit, isn't it?
Passive perception is 22.
22. Okay, you hear Isvili like under her breath go, "He's not coming to the wedding."
Oh.
Harsh.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
You.
Yeah, that's sweet, but also Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's cold.
So
Why
so-
did I immediately try to blame Pierce there? That was his Vile being mean.
Yes, it was. You're right. So you go around the corner and you see Pierce like walking down the stairs of the fire escape, but he's doing it in that like a high school student just got yelled at by the principal posture.
Yeah.
Uh,
Braden just like shaking his head as he's doing the walk of shame.
So Pierce, you get to the bottom without further incident.
Just without saying anything, like Braden just like gestures at it, throws his hands up, turns around back to the other side.
I don't have any
Yeah, well,
words. And just goes to like follow.
So the three of you cross the street, and there's a wooden. Wow, good job, kid. The Castellanders do not have wooden structures. Excuse me. It is a stone fence about 5 feet high, and then another like 8 feet of like metal rods on top of that, with like arrowhead spikes on the top of those, and a big gate that you could fit a carriage through.
Okay, that's it. Is the gate open?
No, the gate is not open.
Is it locked?
It is locked. Yes, it is chained.
There.
The chain
Oh, boy.
and lock are of a different style than the gate, so you can only imagine it was put there by the watch.
Yeah. Oh, doesn't look like there's an easy way of getting in here.
Tempted to burn one of my things of Misty Step here.
I mean, if you want to do
Because
that,
there's
just feel like you can just go over the top.
I
So-
don't think Pierce can do that.
So you two were talking, And Asvili does not go over the top because she passed the DC 20 check. She just like, you're like, Asvili could go over the top. You turn to look at Asvili, and like her hips are through the gate, and she's like squeezing through.
Like Brain just looks her up and down. It's like, oh, fucking, I wish I could do that.
She like turns her head to the side, fits it through.
It's not as easy as it looks.
I don't know. It's quite easy. I'm gonna use benign transposition and move through it.
Wait, no, hold on. Instead of burning one of your spell slots, why don't you just...
That's not a spell slot. That's not a spell slot. He could just do that.
It recharges when I cast a conjuration spell.
So,
there.
Who are you transposing with?
I'm just moving myself. I can just move myself.
Oh, can you?
Yes.
So
I can choose to swap.
Okay, wait. Can you link the spell so that I don't have to take your word for it? Starting at 6th level, you can use your action to teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space that you can see. Alternatively, yeah, okay.
You just like blink to the other side. It's like, well, fuck, great.
It's quite easy to fit through that thing. Come on, Brayden.
Can you make a dexterity saving throw?
Me?
Actually, fair is fair. Asvili needs to make a perception check first. She got a 16. I was gonna set the DC at 15. So yes, can you make a dexterity saving throw, Pierce?
Thanks for...
Okay. that's exactly what happens. So you transpose through, and as you're like reforming from mist or whatever you do, you're like, "Come on, Brayden!" And you just trip and fall on your face. Brayden, you see Asvili pull her foot back real quick.
Asvili's a dick.
It doesn't look that easy, does it, Pierce? I'll just like hop the fence.
Okay, so there is some risk involved in this, as there was last time. There's the arrowhead spikes at the top, and now like there's the added risk that you really don't want to make noise. So it's not a stealth check; it's an athletic check. But if you fail, you're gonna have a choice to make.
Okay.
The DC is 14.
What's the choice?
I'll let you know if you fail.
I'm gonna guess either take damage or make noise.
It will depend on how badly you fail.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's roll for it. 14. I did ignore the 2.
Yeah, where's that 2 coming from?
It's the 2 plus perception from a raven. I keep forgetting to unclick it.
No worries. So you jump off like over the side, totally fine.
Yeah.
It's really like makes a thoughtful noise.
I know the spikes aren't new, but it's always impressive that you're able to do that with a cloak on.
The trick is putting it over first.
Fair.
Then it doesn't get caught on anything.
Right, so, where are we going, wizard? Of these
Well, we've
3
got-
buildings, which one do you think is most likely to lead us to the sarcophagus of a vampire or some such?
Don't joke about that. We don't want to run into one. We've had to deal with that off to our slaughter already.
Boy, I'm making the decision here.
What the grade is?
Vampires sleep in
Yeah.
sarcophagi, right?
As he pulls himself out of the dirt.
Mm-hmm. Well, stone.
Yeah.
You're on a cobblestone path.
Ah.
So Gamsy, you said something there, but you're real quiet.
What's great is you can't tell if his Vile is just taking the piss or being serious because it's the goddamn castle lanterns.
Yeah, exactly.
The answer is
Doubt
likely both.
it. For cultists, I wouldn't say that they had dealings with vampires, from what I've heard.
They're certainly bloodsuckers.
Yeah, she's taking the piss.
Right, fine. Let me make it easy for you. Which one of these buildings has the thing the Gordius wants Brayden to kill?
I mean,
How should I fucking know? We gotta go in there and look around.
Because you're magic, that's how. Do your magic and tell us where to go.
I was about to say, like, Braden, like, taps him on the side of the shoulder. Use your wizard sight or whatever it's called.
I'm sorry.
Okay. I'm gonna burn a spell slot and use detect magic.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Friends, if your significant other doesn't just kind of accept the fact that you've been sent on a mission by a god after getting a bird suddenly, they might not be the one.
Listen, Esvile is nothing if not understanding of Brayden.
Given from her family background, do you blame her?
Okay, so 30 feet around you, you can detect the presence of magic. Esvile is wearing a magic cloak. Brayden is wearing magic boots. Brayden has a magic sword. Brayden has a magic bird. Brayden is magic.
I have a magic bird.
You have a magic bird. Your spell book is magic. Your reagents are magic. The buildings are more than 30 feet away, so there's nothing in your immediate vicinity. The lock on the gate is magic. Not the padlock on the chain. I mean the actual lock of the gate is magic.
Gotcha.
I'm glad I didn't try and pick that.
I'm gonna start walking towards. Okay, like what are the layout of these buildings?
Yeah, I can do that. I wonder if my terrible drawing stayed from last time. Let's find out. That's not it. That's also not it. The answer is no. Okay. Dang. Okay. So.
And drop the battle map here.
Slight issue with the battle maps.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of stuff to delete.
Okay.
Yep.
So, it's a completely valid question, Percival. Give us a minute.
That's fine, take your time.
Fucking Ayumi in chat. Wizard needs to be like, how do you even know how how do you even think wizard works, woman?
Yeah, right?
Fucking hell.
I'm very tempted to ask that question. Like, holy fuck.
Brayden's only just gotten magic and he's just like, what the fuck do I do with this?
Didn't you get the memo? It's Bully the Wizard Knight.
It is Bully the Wizard Knight.
Yeah, apparently.
To be fair, he probably deserves it.
Probably.
It's also half off drinks.
Is it?
It is for me.
Hell yeah.
Hey.
We do not need Caro. We do not need any of these people. We just need you three, and then we need to make it... For the sake of this, I'm going to make this daylight mode.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Doom.
Because then we can all see.
And then remove all of the dynamic lighting stuff that I put in like a dingus.
Also, can I just say as an aside, I have missed the sticky music.
Right?
I gotta admit, you did pick out a really good one.
Thank you.
I've caught myself drumming on the tables at work to this beat.
Okay. So this is our blank battle map. You guys are
Is it...
up here.
Sorry.
What's up?
Is it cool if we drag our own tokens out so we can see?
Oh, can you not? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-doom. This is not to scale. I'm just putting you guys here so that you can see.
Yeah.
So basically, the entire compound. No, I need to do that on the map layer. Is shaped like a vague square because it's a lined out city block, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why is my thing so thin? Hang on. My brush is really thin for some reason, and I'm not sure why.
Besides your color selection, it should have like regular, thin, small, large, extra large.
It does, thank you. Whoa, there we go, much better. So the gate that you guys just passed through is like down here, right?
Mhm.
And then the buildings are shaped like this, more or
Okay.
less.
And that
So
one in the middle is the catwalk.
That's the catwalk. Yeah, it's much thinner than that. So there's these two rectangular buildings set vertically, and there's the catwalk between them, and then the big manor house. This is like the manor house is scaled probably more like this. Like it is easily like 3 times as big as the two buildings in the front.
Yeah.
Oh. Basically, I keep grabbing the background. This is why I don't put
It
things
does
on the map
need
player.
to be perfect, Fox. Let me get the gist.
Yeah, there you go. That's basically what the compound looks like.
Just
And you guys are like
scale
right in
it
front of the gate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's probably 50 feet between you and the catwalk that you have to pass under.
Alright, so
There you go.
Pierce is gonna start walking. Where are the doorways on the middle two buildings?
You can't see them from where you're standing.
Okay. I'm gonna start walking.
Okay.
Down like the middle, looking
Down
for
the
any kind of
middle?
entrance or anything. Looking for any kind of entrance or anything.
Okay. So you're walking down the middle under the catwalk between the two buildings is what I'm hearing.
Yes.
Are you moving quietly or are you just marching boldly forward?
It's always best to try and be quiet. Cause like this place is not the best.
So, Esvile rolled stealth and got a 21. Would you like to
Okay.
roll stealth, Brayden?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, let the rogues do it first.
So you start walking between the buildings, Percival, and you get this like chill up your spine,
Uh-huh.
and maybe you like shiver because it's that same like oppressive, growing dread that the rogues experienced the first time they were here. And maybe we see Pierce like glance over her shoulder. You're alone.
Oh.
Yeah, they rolled high enough to pass your passive perception.
Oh shit, okay. As I near closer, do I see anything?
You
Particular?
see some broken glass on the ground in front of you.
Broken glass, what of?
Probably one of the windows.
Is the window like to my side or is it like way above me?
Do you have dark vision?
I do not.
You have a light source.
Not
You're a
out.
glowing bird.
I do have a glowing bird, but it's not a lot of light.
No, it's not. Unfortunately, the lights of the city do not penetrate here because this place is cordoned off and dark. You see glass on the ground in front of you through the light of Lavina and what few stars you can see despite the lights of the city, but you cannot see where it came from. You just see black, like, walls around you.
Okay.
You know how when a building has no lights in it, it just looks like a black mass against the sky?
Yeah.
That's what you see.
Okay.
Oh, for the sake of it, Brayden, Azila can't see either, so she's got a hand on your shoulder constantly.
Okay. Little does Pierce know that we're right behind him.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah.
You can see, Brayden.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see objects nor colors, but can I still see the magical aura of magical objects even through this darkness?
Yes. It's not magical
Do
darkness.
do I see anything through the windows?
It is unfortunately
would trigger
obstructed
that?
by unfortunately obstructed by 4 inches of stone.
Through the windows that I...
You don't know where the windows are, homie.
Okay. My thought process was
They would be
Where
glowing
the
through the
broken-
windows.
where the broken glass was, like right there by the building.
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Fair is fair. Okay. Standing on the broken glass and casting your gaze around,
Mm-hmm.
you do not see anything glowing magically. However, you
Okay.
do see, like, a hole in the catwalk. You can see it glinting faintly directly above your head. Must have been a window on the catwalk that broke out.
It's only been like a day since the
Avatar
incident
Flutter?
in the woods. Yeah, the moon was
No,
full.
it's been 3 days, I think.
The moon would not be even past half full by then. It
You
would
are
still be almost.
correct.
It would be almost. It would be a little bit into waning, but not a lot. It'd be waning gibbous.
You are correct.
Dun dun dun.
Where are you going with this?
It would cast enough light to see,
Nope.
not perfectly.
Nope. Light pollution. It is scattered by the lights of the city. You are in... It is not magical darkness, but you are in unnatural darkness because of the light pollution. And if that's not a good enough reason for you, I can also say it's cloudy, if you want.
I was gonna suggest I think it would have more to do with smog than the light pollution itself.
Yeah, the light pollution doesn't make a whole lot of sense when it's like candle type light and stuff like that.
I disagree with you, because there's still a lot of them. Like, a building lit by candlelight will still glow, streetlights lit by candles will still glow a substantial amount, and when there's 5,000 of them, you're going to get some light pollution. The lumens will still increase. You're right, it's not as bright as Los Angeles, but it's still pretty bright. Also, Faerun isn't particularly smoggy, that's Neverwinter.
Then wouldn't it just make it easier to see? If it's bouncing off that much?
Yes, except he's between 2 dark buildings. In a block that's cordoned off and darker.
Okay.
He didn't have any trouble seeing until he got in here.
I don't. Like he's gonna turn around, look for Brayden and his relay.
Okay. So, you see Pierce turn around. Pierce, you don't see anything. Like, and to be clear, you can see, like, the fence line. You can see, like, the city around you, but you can't see clearly in here.
Where did they go? I can't fucking see. him.
When he turns around, Braden's like, "Is everyone alright, Pierce?" Like, just right next to him. Hello.
Hello?
Hi. Did you hear Brayden?
I believe. I believe Pierce would. Yes. Like, but do
Like,
I?
what I'm saying is, did you hear Delta?
Yes, I did.
Okay, did you
Okay.
respond to Delta?
Brayden?
There you go.
Hi, I'm right here. Like taps his shoulder.
Yeah, like if you come into the light cast by Lavina, it's fine. Like,
Yeah.
Pierce is standing in a little spotlight because of Lavina, but it doesn't extend very far.
I can't see into the buildings. I don't have a torch out.
Another thing to think about is, like, imagine if you turn off all of the lights in a room, even though there's lights outside, how dark the room gets. It's the same type of thing.
Yeah.
I see a lot of people questioning my logic, so I'm just bringing it up.
Pierce saying, like, can't see shit. Like, okay, give me a second. Like, digs out through his bag and like pulls out a hooded lantern for him.
Yeah, totally. Pull out the hooded lantern, light it. There you go.
There you go.
That works.
That casts 20 feet of light?
I think so, yeah.
I mean, it's an oil fire, so it actually might be a little bit more. I'm not sure.
Let me check.
I feel like it's 20, but it might be more.
I'm looking it up. It says a hooded lantern is 30.
30, there you go.
30 and then 30.
So yeah, so you light the hooded lantern, you pass it to Pierce, and like, yeah, you can clearly see now, it's really let's go of you, Brayden. And
is it directed light, or is it...
It is a hooded lantern, so no, it is a sphere of light. A bullseye lantern is directed light.
Wait, I thought a hooded lantern was one that you could let close over to snuff the light.
Yeah, but yes, that's true, but as I understand it, a hooded lantern is a circular metal ring that goes up and down, casting a circle of light out of it, whereas a bullseye lantern is the one with a little door on the front. I could be wrong, though.
That's correct.
Okay. I've had the wrong idea of what a hooded lantern is then.
When you think of, like, the old lighthouse keeper carrying the lantern, that's a bullseye lantern.
Yeah, okay, I thought that's what a hooded lantern was.
No.
If that's the case, I would have had a bullseye lantern this whole thing, but fucking...
Oh, that's fine.
Okay.
The issue is bullseye lanterns are a bit more fragile because they have, like, a lot of glass in them.
Yeah.
But, I mean, no, if that's what you want, I have no objections. Yeah, a hooded lantern...
It would make more sense if you're trying to hide yourself.
A hooded lantern looks more like a bug light. Like, you know how, like a camping bug light is shaped, Del?
Yeah.
Like, cylindrical, and it's got that metal base for the bug zapping thing, right?
Yeah.
Imagine that base could go up and down, and when it's down, it covers the light. That's what a hooded lantern does.
There's a note in chat about a bullseye lantern. Bullseye lantern costing 5 GP extra.
You guys got like 20,000 gold each. It's fine.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. All right.
So you have a bullseye lantern, which is like 30. It might even be more than 30 feet, but it's directed light, so you can cast it around.
Okay. Do I see anything through the window here?
I'm gonna need another perception check. I'm sorry, it's just how it works.
That
bullseye is 60 and 60. That's what I thought. Yeah.
A shame that first roll won't stand for this one.
Okay. So looking in the windows, you see. I'm not trying to make your life hard, Pierce. Not a lot, because there's not any windows on the ground floor of these two buildings facing each other. I did say that's the last time the rogues were here. There's a second and third story, the third story being connected to the catwalk. Those have windows. Many of them are smudged, many of them are broken. But looking through, you can see disrepair would be the way that I would describe the interior of these buildings.
Okay.
And
does it look more like servants' quarters or storage or what? From what I can tell.
I was gonna say, you're looking up. You're looking at least 12 feet up at an angle. I would say it's difficult to tell what they're. They're certainly not like bank vaults or anything like that. You don't see like bookshelves stacked to the ceiling. You don't see the tops of like paintings with probably not like a gallery. But it's hard to tell what they are.
Okay. Unless you have a way of getting up there, I don't think...
You say unless you have a way of getting up there.
Yeah.
Esvili just extends her left arm and fires the grapple up to the catwalk and raises an eyebrow at you.
And you see without this, like, gesturing at the lantern.
Brayden can.
I think these might be servants' quarters or storage or something.
All right.
Not getting the whiff of anything magical from them.
Not from this distance.
No.
So, since Asvili is on your other side, Braden, you both can make a dexterity saving throw. Up to you.
Okay.
Pierce, you have to. Braden, you don't have to,
Oh.
but you can if you want to.
I mean, mine as well.
Okay. Okay. So.
Let's
see what Asvili rolls. Asvili got an 18. So, unless you stop her, Braden, she's going to duck around you, coil the cable around Pierce's waist, shove the gauntlet into his pants, and hit the retract button.
I'm sorry, explain that again.
She's gonna Batman you up into the catwalk.
Oh.
Mate, no, go for it.
Okay, so yeah, so Pierce, you're like, no, not from here. And as really doesn't make any noise, she just ducks around Brayden, grabs you, shoves something like in the pocket of your trousers, and suddenly you're 10 feet in the air, ascending quickly into the hole.
I did. What the fuck?
You go up through the busted window. Like, you get close to the busted window, and Asvili says something like, cover your face. And then you bust through the window, and you're just, like, hanging from the ceiling.
And Aiden's up there, not far behind him.
Yeah, totally.
Make sure that he's alright.
Do you take Asvili with you?
Can I?
Yeah.
Sure.
Like, you're encumbered if you do it, but, like, you can't retract the cable, you have to climb it, but yeah, you can take Asvili.
Sure.
Yeah, make an athletic check. Disadvantage because encumbered.
Yeah, and before it fails miserably.
Alright.
Okay, it took its time.
Yeah, you're good. So you climb up, Asvili, like, climbs off your back, as Pierce, like, drops from the ceiling. You don't take any damage, Pierce.
Okay.
And Asvili, like, is gonna try to catch her gauntlet.
I still have the lantern, yeah?
Yeah.
Asvili
Okay.
Asvili does not catch her gauntlet, so she has to pick it up off the ground.
Okay.
Well, we're up here.
You're standing in just, like, a throughway. Like, there's no furniture in here. It's just a passage between the two buildings. It rains a lot in Waterdeep, so there's definitely some, like, wet...
Water damage.
No, not water damage, because it's only been busted for a couple of days. But there's definitely some, like moisture in the air and some water on the ground. Floor. Sorry.
That hurt.
You got up here.
Thank you. I sincerely appreciate it.
Fits the gauntlet back on her arm.
So there's nothing in here. Is there a doorway?
Yeah, there's a doorway at both ends. Well, a portal at both ends, and I don't mean that in a magical sense. I mean, there's not a doorway, it just opens into the two buildings.
Okay, I'm gonna look into the one closer to the gate first. Like, the side closer to the gate.
What? The catwalk runs parallel to the gate.
Yes, but it opens up into a throughway, and on one side is one doorway, and on one side the other?
Right, but they're both equidistant from the gate.
And we ended up going up into the middle.
Yeah, you went up into the middle.
So we going to the left or we going to the right?
Bingo.
Okay, I'm gonna go into... the right first?
Okay, so you want to go to the right. So you go, like, across the catwalk. It, like, creaks under your feet in an unpleasant way.
Mm-hmm.
And you get, like, into the room, and it looks like a guest sitting room, if that makes sense. It's got a fireplace. It's one of those rooms that it's like it's designed for people to, like, sit and talk and drink and read or whatever. Basically like a cozy den, but it's clearly like a guest room because like the paint isn't as fresh and it's an odd color. The books are dusty, etc. All of the furniture in here has a drop cloth over it.
Okay, so it's relatively unused unless they have guests.
Correct.
There's not a stairwell to the ground floor or anything like that?
There's 3 doorways in this room, counting the one that you're currently standing in. So you're standing at the back of this room. There's a bookshelf basically making an L shape to your left and behind you against the wall that you effectively came through. It's got like some stuff on it. The fireplace is in the middle against the wall to your left. There's like a billiards table or some other kind of gaming table in the middle of the room. The right-hand wall has several windows, floor-to-ceiling windows in it, with like the little like desk things in between. They're not desks, but they're like the little like table nightstand-looking things between each one. Against like the wall that you're facing, against the corner with the windows in it, there's a door flush with that wall, like facing you, and then there's a door against the wall to your left facing the windows in that same side of the room. So you cross the room and there will be a door in front of you and a door to your left, basically.
What do you think, Brayden?
You turn around, like, what do you think, Brayden? As Vile is like looking through the bookshelves and occasionally like taking something and putting it in her bag.
I'm not surprised.
What?
Brayden's not that far behind her. Let's scan the room for anything valuable.
Make a perception check. You have advantage because Zila's helping you.
Does my detect magic pick anything up?
Not in this room.
Okay.
So 23.
23. You see like some marble busts. You see some bottles of liquor, crystal like tableware, a lot of books, but you wouldn't know a valuable book from a not valuable book because your contemporary knowledge isn't great, Brayden. However, with a 23, you do notice a fine clockwork timepiece above the mantle. It's like made of like bright wood set with gold, and it's a clock, which is rare. And you find that one of the statues, one of the like bust statues, of whom you do not recognize, has a false set in its chest.
I'll investigate the bust and like.
Make an investigation check.
When you say like a false set in its chest, like a hidden compartment kind of thing.
Potentially.
Or. Okay. Investigation.
It doesn't taper quite right, and I'll tell you more if you pass the investigation check. Okay. It definitely seems like the head like lifts away, but with that roll, unfortunately, you can't find a mechanism to do it. You could try to force it.
Pick up the bust, smack over the fireplace.
Pick up the bust.
I'm not actually doing that.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Looting, obviously. What are you doing?
He's not like talking to his relay. He's like mostly gesturing towards what Brayden's doing.
They're both looting.
Yeah.
You hear the clink of crystal and like a cabinet open.
I don't know, like something about this like lifts the bust. Like no, something just seems off about this. Like
I think without looking up, as Vila goes,
"Watch out for a beggar's needle."
What? I couldn't hear what she said.
She said, "Watch out for a beggar's needle."
I don't actually know what that is.
You can ask her, or you can make a history check with disadvantage.
Make a history check. And if that fails, I'll ask.
Okay, fair enough. 16, not bad. A beggar's needle, it's gotta be a colloquialism. Like, it's not a phrase you've heard before. But it's a very, very simple, easy to set up, like, security device, for want of a better word, that is, it's basically a spring-loaded barb on the same hinge that you open something with, and it'll jab you, and in a place like this, that could be any type of substance could be on that needle.
Yeah, any sort of poison.
Mm-hmm.
Best case, tetanus. Worst case, death saving throws.
Yeah.
I could take a look at it if you want, but I'm not so keen on it.
There is an aura of evocation coming in a thin line in the chest of this bust that Brayden is looking at.
Wait.
Like, you say wait and it, like, hold it away from him slightly. It's like, what?
That thing's absolutely trapped.
Like, raises an eyebrow looking at the bust, puts it down. Well, I can't find a mechanism on it, so I'm just gonna leave it there.
Give me a minute, or come over here and take something. Better yet, give it to the wizard.
It's got a magical effect on it.
Not the...
She, like, turns around, she's holding, like, a crystal decanter in both hands.
Someone
God.
take this, it's bulky.
Oh god.
Yeah, I'll walk over and grab him.
Okay. So you do
start-
that, and she just, like, goes back in the cabinet and starts pulling out, like, crystal glasses.
Just let's start filling the look bag.
Yeah, totally.
Look at it to see what mechanisms it has?
Yeah, you totally can. Make an investigation check.
And just, like, point it away from you to make sure you don't get pricked.
Okay, so, yeah, so Pierce, you can see that it's really hard to see, but if you had a small turning tool and you fit it in, like, the ear of this bust, the entire head would go back on a hinge.
It's got the evocation bullshit on it.
No, the evocation is, like, shining out of the like, cavity.
Okay. I think I figured out this thing, Brayden.
It, like,
Brayden?
stops. Aye, it, like, stops, like, filling the bag and, like, turns around and goes back over to him. It's like, what'd you got?
There's, what, a pinhole you said?
Basically.
There's a pinhole here. If you use a small tool to turn something, it'll unlatch. But it's got, from
Some sort of trap.
the chest cavity, it's got, you said the chest cavity?
From where the hinge closes, basically. I said
Yeah.
from the cavity.
From where the hinge closes, it's got evocation magic.
Which is what, precisely?
Stuff like fire spells, lightning spells, ice spells, stuff that does, like, energy.
So, what you're saying is, turns the bust around, face it away from us when we try and open it.
Yes, but you'd be more inclined to disarm it first.
I mean, you know dispel magic.
I do, but dispel magic is... It uses a lot of my energy to cast that spell, and I'd rather save it for a fucking demon portal.
Piers,
Yes?
you said you're carrying a messenger bag on your hip, right?
What's up?
You feel a pressure in the messenger bag.
The look in the bag.
Yeah, you turn your head and Asvelia is just sitting bottles of cognac into your bag.
What?
Point of order. What's the year on the cognac?
Oh my god.
No, keep talking. This is important. You can just ignore me.
The real questions, people.
Alright, fine, if that's the case, walk over to a window, point the head out that way and let's start filling with it. And
Okay.
ear with his,
Make a thieves' tools check with your dexterity.
Oh god, there's gonna be a firework over the fucking castle Letters Manor.
Ooh, you don't have advantage for any reason, do you?
I mean, knowing
'Cause-
where to look and...
I mean,
Because
I told him about
that
the
advantage is
mechanism.
real good. No.
Yeah,
you told him where to look. The check is not to find the mechanism. The check is to open.
I
it.
told
said that there was a way to, it had to be turned in a certain way.
No, I'm not gonna give you advantage for that.
Yeah.
Like, don't misunderstand me. Your base roll is still enough to open this, but that advantage would have been real good for you.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Do you want to take my inspiration?
The inspiration will be a reroll. He won't get that crit necessarily. That's why I didn't call for it.
He could get another.
That's true. You could crit
I could-
again.
Could I argue?
We've seen more ridiculous things happen when Braden starts doing his nonsense.
Valid.
I mean, fair it is.
True.
What were you gonna
Could
say?
I
Brent?
argue that Pierce could give advantage for like hovering over the shoulder to let?
You took it away from its platform and over to a window, and as Vili is currently filling Pierce's bag, I have the distinct impression that Pierce is currently frozen to the spot, and the time it's taking you to do this, but I might be wrong in that.
If Braden wants me to come over with them, I'll like stop her and go over and help
take
him.
the bag off and put it on the ground for our things.
Also, yes, I can do
fair.
that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. So I'm just gonna start putting miscellaneous stuff in your inventory. Good to know.
Okay.
So how do you help Braden gain advantage on a fine dexterity-based thieves' tool check of which you are not proficient?
Well. I
Hold the thing steady for him?
like I could hold it steady for him.
I mean, so can the windowsill.
The idea that I had was like, if he could see the glow from the magic, would that like maybe come through part of the mechanism?
I mean, if the mechanism is enchanted, I could see the mechanism itself.
You could not see the mechanism itself. Brayton is correct in that you could see the issue with that is, yes, he could see light shining through the mechanism. He would have to like get down in there with his eye, and you've currently got two thieves' tools like working on it.
I mean, I could always take them out to let him have a look at it.
Okay, but then that'll just reset the check.
I mean,
The check that we're resolving is the dexterity thieves' tools check. Again, you pass, you just don't get that crit.
I really want the crit though.
I mean, do you have a way to gain advantage?
How?
I'm sorry, I'm an awful person. I'm just sitting here waiting for him to be like, fast hands.
Unfortunately, that wouldn't save me in this situation.
All the respect you're due, Delta. I don't think that saved you in many of the situations you've been like, fast hands. It's okay, I've got fast hands. How does that help you here? Let me read it again. Yeah, no, this won't help me. Like, I'm sorry.
Okay, so I'm letting that check stand. Nobody's got anything. Like,
I was tempted to say I could do something with Mage Hand, but I don't know.
Teeny tiny mage hand in there to help.
unfortunately, the spell does not work that way.
I know.
So, you fit your thieves' tools into the thing over by the window. You, like, pick the lock, effectively. The thing turns, the head falls back rather, like, gruesomely. Like, the hinge is set into the actual neck of the statue. So it falls back like the only thing holding it is the back skin.
Yeah, like someone's been decapitated.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Kind of awful. And then
As it like, comes open, he's like pointing it to the window just in case something comes out.
the light gets much brighter for you, Pierce, as a smoky gemmed necklace set in like silver is resting inside the cavity of this piece.
Nothing comes out.
Nothing that you can
Okay,
see. Nothing that Pierce can see.
Okay.
I walked away the smoke.
No. It like the gem is like
The gem
black
is a
and smoky.
Yeah.
It's
Right
like,
above.
it's like smoky quartz.
Yeah,
Basically.
exactly.
So, like, holding like pretty much the bust, like looking at this. I'm not touching that just.
Could
in
I
case.
make any kind of Arcana check on it?
Yes,
To
you
see what this is?
absolutely can. However, okay.
Okay. Sorry. What was the however?
I was going to say the check will depend on what you're doing. Are you touching it or are you just looking at it?
Maybe I can empty it out of the bust onto a table.
Just tell me if either of you touch it is my thing.
Oh god.
Sure, it isn't because it's magical.
Too bad Sockham's not there, man. He'd be touching that shit immediately.
Wait, too bad Solgum's not there, as Vile would be like, carry this, and this, and this, and this. Like,
Just smash cut.
Yeah, Pierce just want to have a good look at this thing, let I'll empty it onto a table without like touching it, put the bust back down.
okay.
For right now, I'm not gonna touch it.
Okay.
Because we don't know what kind of cursed shit there is in this place.
Valid.
Exactly.
So this thing, so with that roll, you rolled very well. With that roll, you can see this thing is very clearly magical. Through magic sight, you can see the smoky like surface of the gem move slightly. Brayden, you can't notice that, but Pierce can.
Yep.
The silver links in the chain that it's on have very small runes of binding on them. This is certainly a arcana of some strength.
Divine binding? If you can.
Holding a spell together.
Gotcha.
But there is nothing indicative of what this is. This is not a standard shape or cut of gem. It's not a standard like aura. Like whatever this is, it could be anything because it was not made specifically to look like something identifiable. Like, for example,
Okay.
right? Like a Holy Moonlight Greatsword looks like a Holy Moonlight Greatsword, right? Like it's designed to look like that. But But if you just have a sword that you put the effects of a Holy Moonlight sword on, it can look like whatever. You see what I'm saying?
Yes. I have a question.
Yes. You technically you have 6.
Oh. I was just gonna ask if, in the time as Vile is doing this, do I have the time to cast Identify?
Probably.
With Ritual?
With a
Okay.
ritual?
It'll
sure.
be 11 minutes. It'll be 11
Okay.
minutes.
Brayden,
Yep.
there are 2 closed doors in this room. There's the other side of the catwalk, or you can loot this room for 11 minutes. If so, you will get 2d10 pounds worth of valuables.
I don't actually know if I can carry that much. To be honest.
Did you not specifically bring a bag? As Vile did.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be 100% honest. It doesn't matter if you don't get it all. In the coming days, Sokka's gonna be like, "Hey, so when are we gonna go to that Rosnar building?
Yeah,
or not
right.
Rosnar?
Castle.
Yeah, when are we going to that Castellana
So
building? I heard
you
they
can
got...
explore, you can open doors, or you can loot, Brayden. It's your choice. That's Vile's looting.
While Pierce is like trying to identify whatever the fuck this necklace is, I'll explore the door on the right and like make sure there's no one else in the building while we're doing this.
When you say the door on the right, you mean the door facing the catwalk or the door lateral to the catwalk?
Door lateral.
Okay, so that's the left door.
Yeah.
It is locked.
Time to pick the lock.
Okay, so thieves' tools with dexterity, and that will probably take a couple of minutes. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so you will be able to get through that door. Percival, do you have a pearl?
Yes, I do. I bought a couple.
Okay, that pearl is consumed in the
Yes,
casting
I
of
know.
this spell.
That's why I bought a
So you take your pearl, you like incant over it, you crush it between your hands into a powder, you spread the powder over the thing, the powder seeps into it, and you gain the knowledge that this is it's a
How
soul
rude is
stone.
this? I'm sorry, it's a what?
It's a soul stone.
Oh dear.
Oh shit!
What
I'm
does
sorry,
it do?
What
I'm sorry.
What I'm hearing is the information Pierce just received is this is a bidding war crime.
A bit!
This is
Oh,
taken to
dear.
trench and forget it ever existed.
Oh,
Or Duvare.
Buddy, I just wanted to
Horrible.
treat you to dinner. Here you go.
okay. Oh,
And it should be noted that this is a soul stone, and it is suitable as a spellcasting focus. Excuse me, a spellcasting catalyst.
I'm sorry, a catalyst?
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean in my
Any
terms?
spell cast using this as a focus is one spell level higher.
That is rude as fuck,
Yes,
first
it
of
is.
all.
Yes, it is.
Ah,
I was joking when I called this a war crime. Now it really sounds like one.
ah. That sucks that my character would not fucking consider using this knowing what it is.
I do apologize. You cast Identify.
Yes.
It's 2 levels higher.
2 levels higher.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I
that's-
got Fireball at 9th level.
So if you cast a level 1 healing word through this thing, it's a level 3 healing word.
Does it do anything when it's picked up? Like when a person touches it?
It forms a connection to the soul stone.
Define?
That's
Connection?
that's what the Identify spell tells you. It forms a connection to the soul stone.
Okay.
And this is what I wish I could hold more than just 3 magic items.
Oh, that would be terrifying for you.
It would be utterly awful for you because you're a champion of the Raven Queen.
Yes.
Brayden, this is bad.
Let's stop mid-pick. What do you mean it's bad?
You,
It's a soul-
you turn around and Asvillia is trying to get the clock off the mantle.
It's a soul stone.
A what?
A what?
Okay, do you have the bird?
Yes, the bird has been on his shoulder this entire time.
Okay, when Pierce says it's a soul stone, Umbra freaks the hell out. Like, when I say freaks the hell out, I mean like fluttering and cawing and dives at Pierce.
What do you?
Hey, whoa, hold on. Like, leaves the picks in the door, and like
Okay.
goes over to it, like separates the two of them pretty much.
Okay, yeah, you can like grab the bird, shove it aside.
Like,
Umbra is repeating kill, kill, kill.
what? Destroy the sun?
It's inconsolable. Like it's in a frenzy.
I think you're right. Okay, so
Yeah, it's bad.
clearly, right. What the fuck is a soulstone?
It's
Because clearly you don't like it, and the bird doesn't like it.
between my Arcana check and an Identify. What the fuck is a soul stone exactly?
Okay, yeah, you still have 5 questions, friend.
What the fuck is a soul stone?
A soul stone is a spellcasting catalyst derived from the immortal essence of a creature.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, there's a motherfucker in there.
There's a motherfucker.
It's the
in there.
dragon
Yeah.
spear thing all over again.
Basically,
God,
yes.
yeah.
That's not. It's not a. Yeah, the dragon orbs are soul stones. That's true.
Point, do we even need to call this like any Into Waterdeep, Tales of the Night, whatever, just the KnightLites versus war crimes?
Yeah, a little bit.
Not wrong.
Not wrong in the
the
slightest.
Castellanders are as big villains as fucking what's his name, Captain One Arm.
So about that
Manchun.
fucking, so
Captain
about that
One-Arm.
fucking super focus I mentioned in Twitch chat earlier.
Mm-hmm.
The heart of
I
it.
don't-
now?
Oh my god, I don't want this one. Ugh.
What I'm hearing is pulls at rapier. We can destroy it.
Yes, yes,
So
by all
powerful.
means.
Have to destroy
if-
you.
Okay, if that's the case, then like puts the tip of the rapier directly in the middle and just like thrusts down.
Your rapier does radiant damage, right?
Yep.
Cool. So the good
I'm gonna
news.
back away. I'm gonna back the fuck away.
Too late, Home Skillet. The good news is you're not gonna roll initiative.
Okay.
The bad news.
The bad news is a fucking banshee comes out of that.
Oh shit!
You break it. This like gray-green mist like shoots out. There's a god awful screaming, and then like the sandstorm in the Mummy, you see like a woman's face screaming, and then it just dissipates. Both of you need to make charisma saving throws.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, fuck nope.
Okay, Brayden. Pierce, you're fine. Brayden, you age a year.
Oh god, okay.
Oh shit.
Lovely.
So Brayden is like a little bit taller after this. And yeah, like you're both like your hearts are pounding out of your chest. And then yeah, like you come back to reality, and Asvile is like standing between the two of you with her rapier out. Like, and it's like that echoing underwater thing. She's like, Brayden.
Like just holding his ears, like,
Yeah.
"Aye, Jesus Christ," and like the ringing like starts.
Yeah.
Like puts his pinky in his ear and like.
You have that like spinning tri-split vision thing that slowly comes together.
Yeah. I get the
Brayden, are
feeling
you okay?
I'm fine. I get the feeling that was a bad idea, but at the same time, oh,
My head is fucking killing me.
same. Ow.
Mm. I'm gonna look at where like the
There's-
soulstone was.
Yeah, and now there's just a silver necklace with a hole where the stone should be. There's a bunch of like little fragments on the ground. It's shattered apparently.
We're going to talk about what that was in just a moment. However, you're taller.
Like looks himself over and like pats himself, like.
Dot.
"You what?"
Do I know anything about what the fuck came out of that thing?
Make a religion check. Yeah, that was a ghost. That was a somewhere between a ghost, a banshee, and a revenant.
That's a hell of a combination.
Yeah, it was a very magically charged, tortured spirit, and it sapped a little bit of Brayden's life force to go to the ethereal plane.
So Brayden did their job.
Yes.
As like Braden's coming back to reality, like puts his hands on his V, like, "Are you all right?"
Oh, fine. I was messing with the clock that stuck to the mantle.
Okay, good.
I heard the
Les
screaming.
slowly
The
turns and
god
looks at
probably
her.
heard the screaming. Laurel Bloody Silverhand probably heard the screaming.
Like slowly turns and looks at Umbra.
The bird is just like calmly sitting where the bust was. Its red eyes like glowing prismatically.
Braden just like shakes his head. I'm gonna assume that I did good with that one.
And the bird like looks at the necklace, looks at you, looks you up and down, bobs its head.
Alright, go.
Alright.
Puts a hand to his head, just like, ow.
I will say
Oh.
this. I will say this, Brayden. It's a little bit weird, like moving around. All of your limbs are longer, and you
Like
probably
only slightly.
yeah, but still like
It's a perspective shift.
Remember that Brayden is like 17, so he's still
Oh
growing.
yeah. Oh yeah.
So he's like 18 now, so he's probably like 3-4 inches taller than he was.
Mm-hmm.
Just suddenly.
Yeah, I know that track.
Oh god, that growing might have hurt a lot.
It hurt less than his life essence being eked out.
That's fair.
But yeah, it's like maybe when you like go back over to the door, like you stumble a little bit because your steps are longer.
Oh, here's a question: would his aging and thus growing larger affect everything he's wearing?
No, I mean slightly, yes. Like he doesn't gain a size category or anything, but yeah, like his clothes are a little bit tighter. For
There's
sure.
just a
That's what I was
little bit
thinking.
more of his socks showing under his pants.
Exactly.
Alright, I think we need to keep moving.
Yeah, we'll keep moving. If we come across any of them again, how about we take them to someone who knows how to spell it?
Yeah, I have a bag of holding. If you want to dump it in that, we can.
I mean, that would have been nice to know before.
You have a bag of holding?
I do. You're not using it for stealing.
Why not? It's not stealing, it's reclaiming city property.
Hey!
I mean, she's got you there.
I do, but
Yeah,
it's got like
Pierce.
fucking components and stuff. Okay, fine. Takes it off his belt.
Great.
It's
Party pooper.
Oh,
party
chat has a
pooper.
good point. You also need a shave, Brayden.
Insta beard. Just add Banshee.
So you take off the bag of holding, do you pass it to Esvile?
I think I do.
Okay, she immediately goes over to the liquor cabinet and just starts dumping bottles into it.
Careful.
Ooh,
What?
It's probably better booze than Mert has.
What's the capacity of a bag of holding?
Oh, which one do you have?
I was not told there were other varieties. We never discussed that.
Yes,
You
there are.
were.
It
Yes,
go-
we did.
It goes from
I may not have been there for the conversation,
it
so
goes
You
from
were.
coin pouch to sack. So
I had the one that's on my waist. So, coin pouch.
okay, so then she can't get any of the bottles into it. So never mind.
No. It's also got a carrying capacity, and I don't remember what that amount was.
If it's a coin pouch of holding, its carry capacity is 50 pounds of coins, or something can fit in it.
Okay.
I feel like you took one that was a step or two higher.
I feel like he did too, but if that's what he says he has, that's what he
I-
has.
Yeah, I want
I
to say that. I don't see
Don't
it.
remember that. What's the step above it?
Fanny pack.
Yeah, like basically a fanny pack. Didn't we make that joke when he got it?
Yes, yes, we did.
That's
Okay.
that's part of the
Uh,
reason why I remember it so well.
Okay, then what's the carrying capacity of that?
It's a fanny pack. It'll hold, I think, double that, so 100 pounds, and you could probably fit a bottle into it. In which case, it's Relay's loading it up.
You can fit a whole baby in that bad boy.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know what that's a reference to, but it feels like it is.
I have a bunch of stuff that's considered weightless for the purposes.
Uh-huh.
The only things that are weighted are potion, 2 potions,
Okay.
and an iron locking key.
Okay.
But aside from that,
Esvile is
Right.
putting 19 pounds of liquor bottles in it.
wow.
okay.
That's a lot of bottles.
Yes, it is.
That's a lot of really high quality booze.
So while she's loading that up, she looks over her shoulder. She's like, "One of you get the clock."
That's on you.
Yeah, like my stumbles over to it, so I got it. Try and shift the clock off.
Okay. Make an athletics check.
Oh no.
The end of Raiden as we know it.
So, the clock doesn't move. Yes, I'm aware of what you rolled.
Yeah.
Like, you grab it, you can't get it off the stone.
Take everything that's not nailed down and then take the nails too.
can say, like, I'm gonna go over to see what it's connected to.
It appears to be, like, you know those clocks that look, how do I describe this? They're vaguely rectangular, but they're rounded and raised in the middle. They've got that bump.
Yeah.
It's one of those. It's like wood with gold paneling and then the clock face in the front. It doesn't seem to be stuck to anything. It's just sitting on the mantle.
And it can't be moved.
Yep.
What do you think the odds are there's some kind of secret passcode if you move the hands?
I mean, you say that.
About to say,
You were a step ahead of me on that one. I was about to, like, say,
yeah.
like, fucking either try and twist the clock itself or, like, move the hands. They're just, like, random intervals.
Okay, roll a d100.
If it'll go. There you go.
It went. So you start spinning the clock face. So, Pierce, you see Brayden just spinning the hands of the clock.
Alright. The detect magic has worn off by now.
Yes.
What?
But
I mean,
you
if
saw
I show
you
over
saw
Brayden,
the
what
clock
fuck are you
while
doing?
you had detect magic on, and it didn't glow.
Yeah. What are you? I thought you were supposed to be getting it down, not
Well, it's
playing with it.
it's kind of stuck to the mantle, like knowing the
What do you
castle
mean
owners.
stuck?
I mean, I
It,
couldn't
like,
get it off, and Brayden can't get it off. What else do you
I-
need?
I pretty much like he'll hold the sides of it and like sugar it and try and lift it.
You like wiggle it, it
Yeah.
shifts, it turns, and you feel it like catch.
Fucking! I said I was gonna try and move the clock itself, and if that didn't shift, then move the clock face.
I missed that. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, so you shake it like it turns on an axis.
And let
But-
it turn slightly. Oh, and like keep turning it.
There's a lot of resistance. Make an athletic check.
Secret tunnel.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so you turn it like all the way so that it's facing backwards. You feel it like set into something, and then all three of you feel like a rumble in the floor.
Secret tunnel! Or secret
God.
bullshit, I don't know which yet.
Oh,
Secret
Where
staircase.
the rumble is coming from, and look like
You don't know where it's coming from. Like you just heard a rumble in the floor. It's not in this room.
can I like get a pinpoint of like what direction?
No.
there was one more room, towards the
there was
very
the-
end of the room.
There was the room that I was working at to try and get in.
And there's another
Yeah.
door, and then there's back the way you came as well.
I'm gonna try the other door that Brayden wasn't lockpicking.
It is locked.
Okay. I have a question.
Yes.
I don't know if I want to do this.
Oh,
There's
I neglected to mention something. I'm very sorry. It only just occurred to me to say this. Every window in this room and most of the windows in the catwalk exploded when the Banshee screamed.
Yeah,
ah
yeah, I figured that would happen.
Sorry about that.
Good.
Nah, yeah, you're good.
That's bad.
Now that I've turned the now that I've turned the clock, can I lift it?
No.
Damn.
Good guess, though.
I'm back with Sokka. It'll be fine.
If that's the case, just take the entire fireplace with us.
Oh god.
Might as
no.
well.
Better see
might
if
as
you
well,
can take the
that's-
clock mechanism out and leave the shell behind.
You fucking might as well. That shit might be artisanal, bro.
Pearson, what are you doing with the door? I'm just saying you left the Black Viper with a bag of holding and turned to a door. You fool. You utter buffoon.
I'm going to want that back.
You're gonna be pulling random crap you didn't know was in there for years.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Can I
I'm
have
waiting
my
for-
bag back, please?
I'm not finished with it yet.
I need my components.
Why do you keep your components in a magic void?
I'm waiting for like.
I'm sorry.
Because
I'm a
that
wizard.
Rana
Does that
stinks, that's
surprise
why.
you?
I assumed
I'm
you'd want them
waiting for,
closer to
like-
hand.
I'm waiting for like two shows from now. Is Vila, why is there so much glitter in my bag of holding?
That's a wonderful idea. Thank you.
I keep the more expensive ones in there so that nobody can just.
Nobody can what? Just steal it. It's
2
alright,
seconds
you can
later.
say it.
2 seconds later. Ooh, look, a diamond.
Yeah, sorta.
While they're talking, I'm going to leave the clock alone and go back to fiddling with the door I was
Yep.
at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you already rolled for it, so you can click that door open, no problem. The door will swing open into a bedroom.
Oh, nice.
It's a small, nice bedroom. It's got a 4-poster bed right up against the door, to the left. It's got a little fireplace at the foot of the bed, and the room is not much bigger than that. There's a little desk. There's a little closet set into one of the walls, and that's about all that's in here. There is stuff, but yeah, it's just a little bedroom. Smells of dust and mothballs.
And start rummaging fucking.
Little sheets.
Yeah. I'm gonna go searching through the room.
Okay. Make an investigation check. Meanwhile, are you just asking for the bag back? Is that all you're doing?
You know you won't get it back. That's all.
I mean, at some point, Pierce is gonna go over there and try and take it.
Okay, at some point. What is some point?
About the point you hear Bryn yell.
What is some point, Pierceable?
About 2-3 minutes after.
Okay, if that's all, Esvile goes back, casts a glance over the bookshelf and starts walking towards the catwalk.
Okay.
Just walking away from you.
Where are you going?
There's another room over here.
Okay. Brayden, what's in there? Goes to look over where Brayden is.
Okay, so meanwhile, Brayden, you're looking around the room. There's a silver inlaid little hand portrait on the desk. It is of someone that you do not recognize. It is not a Castellanter. The closet has a couple of outfits in protective coverings hanging up, not much else. There's a pair of slippers under the bed, and underneath the pillow there is a little not like it's on purpose, but under the pillow, wedged up between the mattress and the headboard, there's a little pouch.
Anything in it?
Dried leaves.
Huh.
About this point, Pierce pokes his head in.
I'll toss the pouch to him. It's there's some dried leaves in there. Anything interesting?
Is there anything I would recognize about this
Make a
type
nature
of?
check.
Okay.
For all I know, they could be spell components.
Yeah, my next question after that is, are they spell components for a spell that I would know of?
So are you gonna open the bag and dump it out into your hand to look at it?
Yeah, I imagine there's a nightstand or something.
Okay.
I'm on the bed. It's not anyone's gonna be sleeping there.
Get a little bit out of it, not dump the whole bag, of course.
Make a nature check. That appears to be pipeweed. Really, really old pipeweed.
Castellaners, we're getting lit, bro.
Now this is the guest house.
Ah.
I mean, honestly, I'm still probably right.
Brayden, you remember the place under the pink flump?
Okay. Not said. Okay.
And just gonna leave the pouch there.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna put it back underneath the pillow where he found it.
Okay. You don't know where Brayden found it.
Oh, I give it back to Brayden.
I put it back under the pillow where I found it.
Okay, fair enough. So you guys come out of this room. Esvile is nowhere to be found.
Esvile said she was gonna go look at another room.
Did you let her keep the pouch?
Hell no.
Okay.
Yes, you did.
No, I took it back.
You said I take it from her in 2 or 3 minutes. I said in that time she's gonna walk across the catwalk.
Oh. I misheard you then, but
Yeah.
it's too late now.
Yeah. No, she have the bag of holding, the fanny pack of holding.
I misinterpreted everything you had said, so that's on
Yup.
me.
I was wondering why you just let her go.
Yeah, because I misinterpreted it. I would
Okay.
have taken it back then, but
How do you go about taking it back? Because you're standing over by the other closed door, and she's by the bookshelves. And I said, how long until you take it back? And I said, in that time she does the thing. So like, how do you get it back from her? If we want to walk that back.
I would have.
Because I'm gonna tell you right now, homie. If you like take a step toward her, be like, "Give me back my bag," she's just gonna start throwing shit at you. There is
Fine.
nothing in this room that she cares about. Like,
Fine. Okay.
so
There's
the answer is
nothing in that room. There's nothing in that room she cares about, and she is incredibly pity. Do not test her.
You realize you're never getting that bag back, right?
I mean, sure you can. You just have to ask Sockham to ask for it back.
yeah, right. So yeah, so
or get Brayden to steal it from
Yeah, so-
or
so-
from the other thief.
so Brayden is like, does she still have the bag? And Pierce is like, yeah.
Yeah.
Your first mistake was giving her it in the first place.
I'm aware.
So
I mean, good luck finding your components now.
Oh, I know. It's gonna be. I'm just gonna have to dump the bag inside out.
by the way, if you were using that as your component pouch, I really, really, really
I
recommend
know
not.
that was more or less for the expensive stuff.
Okay. I was just saying, because
But
it's
I
an action to get anything out of the bag of holding. And then it would be another
Okay.
action to cast the spell, so...
Ah, I did not know this.
Yes.
Okay.
The only way it's not an action is if you have a haversack. That's the bonus of the haversack.
Oh, I did not know any of this.
Yep. Don't
then
put your spell
okay.
components in the bag of holding. Don't do that.
Noted.
Yeah, so...
That's why I have it. It's a good thing I have an arcane focus.
Yep.
Well, let's go find her. Try to figure out what that rumbling was.
I mean, we've got this other
There wasn't anything under the bed, was there?
Puts up a finger like, I didn't think to check.
You duck down under the bed.
Yeah.
you-
And before Hellhound.
You're close.
I'm-
There are a pair of yellow eyes looking back at you.
quickly stands up.
I remind you, this door was locked.
Yes.
So yeah, pair of yellow eyes
Hey.
under the bed.
Brayden?
Like catches eyes, quickly stands up, walks out of the room. Don't look under the bed.
What? What's in there?
Don't look under the bed. Trust me.
I'm gonna
Closes
use the
door
hooded
behind-
lantern. I know, I'm gonna like use the hooded lantern to
I'm
look
gonna
under
push
the
it out of the room and close the door behind us.
Okay, so you're gonna go out of the room, close the door, Pierce. You're gonna duck down and look under the bed.
Yeah, with the hooded lantern.
I'm pushing the.
With the bullseye. I mean,
No, you said you walked out, Brayden. You said you walked
No,
out.
I said I'm pushing Pierce out the room and closing the door behind him.
I guarantee you that's a fucking cat.
It probably is. I'm not taking the chance.
Okay.
So you're gonna leave that cat in a locked room.
Opposed
I didn't
athletics checks.
Okay.
The room was already
I will
locked.
pick you up if I need to.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. So you scoop him up and carry him out of the room, close the door behind him. Before you close the door, you hear the sound of
Ellen?
keratin clacking on the floor and going away from the door. I almost said nails, and then I remember that you just dealt with a banshee, and I didn't want to get you the wrong idea. Like claws, nails, like animal.
What's got you spooked, dude?
So yeah,
was over
we're
there.
We're in the We're in the Castle Lanter's estate. There were 2 yellow eyes under the bed. I'm not taking a chance after dealing with gestures at Nicholas.
You were in that room for a long time. Don't you think it would have attacked you by then?
You hear like as you're like you're having this conversation right in front of the door that you just closed. Breaking, you hear a noise.
I mean, if you want to go in and explore, you're more than welcome to.
You could crack it open enough for my bird to go through, and I could look through my bird. Or you could do the same. Looks at his bird.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You could fly your bird through to the other side and look through the window.
Umbra just goes, no.
Fine, I'll do it. And I send my bird out the window and go to the other side with the bird.
Yeah, okay, I'll just pat him on the head and go over to the other door then.
Okay, so you send your bird out the window to the window to the little guest room.
Yeah, to the room we were just in, to the window on that room.
I have a question.
Yes.
By what route is the bird traveling? This is extremely relevant, I'm sorry.
Directly over.
Directly over. Are you currently seeing through the eyes of the bird?
Yes.
Okay. On the roof, there is a 3, maybe 4 foot long, jet black, furry creature? Question mark? It looks like the love child of a soot sprite and a ferret.
You know, that looks more like the Castellander's family pet.
Yeah, you now realize why I was like, you know what, I'll leave that
And
be.
it's just like sitting on the chimney as the bird flies over, and it just like makes eye contact with the bird.
What the fuck is this thing?
I mean, my bet is a displacer beast, but...
A 4 foot long ferret like displacer beast?
I mean, it could be a young one.
Don't give him shit to add to his notebook, please.
They're called cat snakes for a reason.
Oh my god.
Excuse you. This is obviously a furnace skink.
That is exactly what it is.
Interesting.
You know what, fair.
You feed them coal and they generate heat, and they are very good companions.
Does Pierce know that?
Make an Arcana check.
Cool. Watch me roll another fucking one.
Yeah, this is the stove skink.
Yeah, my gut
Okay.
says
You can
stove
ask me
skink, but
3
then
questions about stove skinks.
But then I thought, no, that's way too adorable for the castle enters to have.
Who said the Castellanders had it? There's an open chimney.
Yeah,
You know what?
it's-
That's fair.
Yeah, it's a chimney.
It didn't belong to the castle lantern.
Are they?
Lanter's chimney belongs to it.
They're not an active threat to us, are they?
They can breathe
Let's-
fire.
Noted.
But they're also like, yeah, they're technically monstrosities because they're magical creatures and that's how 5e defines them. But he's just a little skink.
He's just a skink that breathes fire and happens to be warm. Fire is just an afterthought.
Basically, yeah, I think they're technically elementals, but it's an elemental in the same way that a hellhound is a fiend, right? Like
it's effectively the house pet.
No, like it's
No, it's the stray cat that keeps showing up because it found a warm spot.
basically, yeah, that it's
Okay, that's fair.
the fact like the fact that this thing knew to run for the chimney and it's chilling on the roof and watching the bird, like this is a wild creature.
Like I said, this thing doesn't belong to the castle lanterns. The castle lantern's open chimney here belongs to it.
Exactly. You have 2 more
Yeah.
questions.
I think I'm good on questions.
Okay.
And I'm like gonna have my familiar fly back, blink, regain my own vision.
Okay, so it comes back, like, Lavina comes back around, the skink, like, follows it when it turns away from the skink, and, like, comes back over the roof, like, the skink, like, runs after it.
Oh god.
You hear clattering above you, and then, like, it comes in the window, and just for a second, you see, like, yeah, like, the black, like, vaguely lizard-like head, like, poke down over the window, sees you, and then jumps back up.
It's not a threat unless we bother it, it seems. It's
Then if that's the case, I'm just going to leave it be then.
yeah, probably the best idea. We should tell Isvile.
Something to always remember with creatures that are linked with fire. Chances are good they are carnivorous or predatory.
I
Yeah.
disagree with that sentiment.
Yeah, I also disagree.
I've yet to see any that defy this, personally.
Flail snail?
Flail snails are synonymous with fire?
Yeah.
Really?
Anyway.
Okay,
Anyways.
good to know.
Let's go find Isvile.
Yes, you're at the door we haven't opened yet.
Okay, go open it.
And you go get your pouch back before it explodes.
Then he, like, goes to go find her.
Okay, so
Right.
you, Thieves' Tools Dexterity, you head back across the catwalk, go into the other way, go into this other room, which appears to be like...
And
I
for
think
some
it's
reason,
called a
my dice-
study. It's not a library per se, but there's more bookshelves in here. There's like a map on the wall. There's several like work tables. It's like a I think the word for it would be a study. However, Isvile is not in here. There is a hole in one of the walls and a staircase leading down.
I'm gonna go down. I want to see if there's like, is there anything in this room?
Yeah, there's a
That
lot
would-
in this room.
like-
and also several of the like desk cabinets have been opened and are just like
so
open.
Isbila has left a trail. I'm gonna go down the stairs.
You're gonna go down the stairs.
Like, just peek around, see if I see her.
How far down are you going?
Until I can see the room that it leads into.
Okay, so Brayden,
Yep.
you pick the lock on the door pretty quickly. You push it open into a little like. It's always weird calling it a bathroom if there's not a tub in it. It's a
Yeah.
privy. It's a little privy.
Okay.
And the reason that it was locked, you can see this immediately, is because there is a mirrored cabinet directly in front of the door.
Okay.
And then you notice it's weirdly quiet behind you.
Yeah, because Pierce left.
Yeah, exactly. But you don't hear him, like, yelling at his Isvile.
I let Braden's size just like, I swear to God, if the two of them have managed to get themselves knocked out, I can come back to the cabinet. I'm gonna go make sure they're alright.
Okay. So you turn around.
Oh.
And I need to check a thing really quick.
And before Stovskik.
No.
By that tone, it's arguably worse.
Quite a
gonna
bit.
argue?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Or Stove Dog, also known as Hellhound.
No.
I mean, they mentioned a mirrored cabinet, so in Before Bloody Mary.
Yeah, so you turn around, yeah? Can you make a dexterity
Can I
saving
see?
throw for me, please?
Can I see anything reflected in the
No, you
Actually,
cannot.
yeah, they're
reflected in the fucking cabinet before I turn around?
You do not see anything reflected in the cabinet before you turn around.
Only my own reflection.
Correct.
Alright, Dex save.
Dex save.
Okay. And my dice are broken. Great.
No, it went through, and you.
No, it's like the 3D dice for rolling them isn't showing up. It's turned on. I checked.
So
just
you're
not
gonna take this. I will automatically half it for you. You're gonna take 23 points of acid damage.
Jesus. Okay.
It would have been 45.
Alright. 23.
For the record, I did not roll below a 4 on that. I rolled almost max damage.
Jesus.
So you turn away from the privy, you go to see what they're up to, just acid down your back. What gear are you wearing on your back?
The only thing that's really on my back is, like, the cloak.
You don't have a backpack?
No.
Okay. Your cloak is destroyed.
Oh.
I thought the cloak was magic.
As
It is.
Vilay's cloak is magic.
No, so is mine, because it's the cloak of the sky self.
Oh. In that case, I need to... It has the broken condition.
Yeah.
And then you take 23 points of acid damage.
What does that do, if I might ask? This is the first time hearing of broken condition.
It doesn't function.
Oh, okay. So it's fine. Dandy can be repaired, I assume.
It could be. It's a magic item, so repairing it is difficult. But yes. What do you do?
Recoil with the pain and automatically spin around, pulling his rapier out.
You are greeted with your own face.
Not a doppelganger.
What?
Right, okay, when you say greeted with my own face, as in there was someone standing there, or
No,
is it
the
just...
reflection in the mirror.
You did say you spun around.
Like, if I find spin around, like, what the fuck? Nothing there.
Oh, I get
Okay,
it.
look at the mirror, it's like, what the fuck? Right, I just, close the door.
Okay, you close the door.
You just closed yourself in. Okay.
No. He never went into the room. The privy is small.
Yeah.
The mirror is directly opposite the door. He was in the doorway. You close the door,
Okay.
and yeah, like your back is like blistering, like you could feel it bubbling up.
Yeah. It's fucking
Lovely.
from his bandolier taking off one of the fucking health potions that he's got.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, the bandolier, like it goes across your chest, yeah?
Yeah.
Which means it connects to your back.
The cloak would block it.
Yeah.
Yes, it would, but the acid went all the way to into his skin.
There.
Which means, like, the potions are fine, but the bandolier won't clasp. It's broken.
Yeah.
That
Great.
that's at least more easily fixable, but yeah.
Fair. Meanwhile, Percival,
Meanwhile.
you're going
Yeah.
down, 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 down.
Down to Goblin Town.
Yes. This is an enclosed spiral staircase. There's no like windows or anything. But you realize that you're walking for a long way. How far do you go? It's 2d4 plus 4, friend.
What? Oh, right.
Or no, what are you rolling? I just realized that's a weird setup. Is it healing potion?
Daddies are incredibly low.
It's meant to be 4d4 plus 4.
Yeah, it's meant to be 4d4 plus 4. Yeah, you're right.
I'll roll another 3.
Okay, yeah. Anyway. There you go. So 17 points of healing. Anyway, Pierce, yeah, you realize you're walking down for a long time. How far do you go?
I'm gonna say about. Okay, like
Give me a unit of time.
the moment okay, I'd say about a round's worth. Cause like a round's
Six.
worth of feet is 30 movement.
Okay, fair. You're not gonna get anywhere on those stairs in that amount of time.
But would I have realized that this is going down substantially farther than it should be going by that time?
Define should.
like no past ground level.
Yeah, I think that's reasonable.
I better go get the others
Okay.
and start going back up to go get Brayden, because I
Okay.
don't know where the fuck his relay is.
You start going back up. You probably get out of the staircase as Brayden is coming across the catwalk. Brayden is like limping.
Looking disgruntled.
So Brayden, you see Pierce come out of a bookshelf.
Oh.
Looks back behind him like, wait, is that?
I think I found a staircase that goes substantially farther down than I think it should.
Also, Brayden's cloak is gone and he's carrying the bandolier.
Yeah.
Right. What did you do?
I looked away from a mirror and I got acid sprayed in my back. So, you know.
Sounds oddly familiar.
Hey, you know what? That's fair. So I think
We've run into what, about 3 of those things in the past time we've been here in Waterdeep?
that's the thing. I turned around to try and, like, attack whatever attacked me. There was nothing there, so, you know, traps.
So the mirror.
The mirror.
A trap mirror in a privy. That is Castle Enter through and through. You really should have expected that.
Me, you know what?
Yeah.
And note to self, break every mirror I come across.
I mean, you should totally do that. That's a great idea.
Something,
No,
something,
stop.
7 years bad luck.
Alright, I wasn't going down there without you, so...
Eventually, you're gonna get noticed by the trickster god. And listen, he did.
You know what?
He did in Maestra because he was feeling petty. What do you think he'll do to us?
Exactly.
You know what I should do?
What?
Pierce is gonna cast Mage Armor on themselves.
Uh-huh. Good.
We have no idea. We have no idea what's down there. You know. Yeah.
Pierce,
What
are
do
you still
think of-
standing at the top of the stairs?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Just asking.
And I'm gonna move around behind Brayden after a moment after casting that.
Okay, I have another question. Are you ticklish?
Oh God. Fuck.
The answer is yes.
It's Pierce. The answer is yes.
Cool. So you're like, I'm gonna do this. You cast Mage Armor on yourself. You feel something grab you around the waist and start tickling you.
What the fuck? Spin around.
You spin around as Villy is like standing like 2 steps below you, just like looking up at you.
We'll look past Pierce, find anything interesting down there.
Yes, actually.
You're lucky I didn't treat you the same way I treated Brayden in the fucking graveyard.
Oh yeah, I nearly got electrocuted.
Don't you have to touch them to use that spell?
Yes.
At any rate, yes, I found something interesting. Catacombs.
Oh no.
No, fuck.
Oh no.
And I thought perhaps the wizard would be useful, so I came back.
I mean, you would be right, and also
Yeah.
What in the
try it
name
for-
of the Nine Hills happened to you?
an acid trap, like mirrors, pain.
I swear, I can't leave you boys alone for a moment.
I mean, I didn't expect.
I mean, I was the smart one. I started to follow you and then I realized I shouldn't go down there alone.
You weren't alone, you were following me.
I didn't know you were there.
She holds the fanny pack out to you.
That's the point.
How much stuff did you put in here? She takes it back. The weight doesn't change.
The weight
no matter
does
how
not
much you put in.
change, no, yeah. She goes,
I'm not sure, but I can't fit anything else in it.
Oh,
Max
fuck.
it out. Oh dear.
I'm glad you didn't force it. Otherwise, it would have exploded.
About that,
and she pulls out a Chris dagger.
I
I found this.
That looks like the type of dagger that would be used in a ritual of some sort.
She like like she's holding it in like an assassin's grip, right? She
Yeah.
like moves her fingers so that she's only holding it with her index finger and her thumb, and you see this like blood red gem set into the handle. She goes,
I imagine so, yes.
closes her hand back around it.
Can I make any kind of check to see if it's magical?
You can make an Arcana check.
Okay.
Do you take it from her?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay. It is a Chris dagger, about a foot long. It's a fairly big dagger. Got a blood red gem set in the middle of the handle. It's got another gem that's like black and white, shaped like an eye, set in the crossguard. The end of the dagger is like a diamond pattern pointed up. It is it's removable. Like the end of the dagger is like a. When I say end, I mean the end of the handle. It's got an addition to it that can be removed. The fact that the lower half of the blade is green means that it's either stained or magical, but fuck if you know what.
It's either got an ugly stain on it or it's magical. Can't tell you how right now unless I spend 10 minutes to do so.
Well, go on.
I
I mean,
Are we
let's
just gonna-
maybe not.
Are we just gonna sit here for 10
No.
minutes?
Brayden and I are going to go deal with this mirror trap.
No, I'd rather not.
After what? I don't think Brayden was in there long. Were you? Like 2 seconds?
All right, then let's explore the catacombs while you're doing your wizard thing.
Or we can just put it in the bag and deal with
Yeah,
it. when we-
let's
Nothing else fits in the bag.
put it in Brayden's bag.
Well,
Fair enough.
Let's go.
There
Fair
is
enough.
something down here I think you need to see, though.
Oh,
How do I put this? You remember the
did
spirit
anything
necklace? Do you remember the
Yeah.
spirit necklace? There's a series of mannequins down there wearing gemstones.
Oh no.
Oh, that sounds lovely. So what I'm hearing is prepare for a fight.
oh god.
I hope not.
Have I ever mentioned I hate mannequins?
No, no.
I don't know about you, but mannequins wearing a soul stone does not sound like they're gonna be still.
Not for long anyway, especially if I start messing with stuff.
Alright, then let's loot the upper floors and leave.
Don't you have to deal with something here, Brayden?
And we're looking for evidence of something here.
Exactly. The Soul Devourer, like quotations, isn't here. It's in the sewers somewhere. We're more like seen
About
if-
that,
of
Gestures at the
connection.
stairs.
this is lower than the sewers.
Oh no. You built water deep on an ancient burial site. How could you?
You joke, but yes, actually.
Oh
I
god.
mean, there's an
What have
ancient
you
dragon under the city. There's a fucking catacomb under the city. There's probably several catacombs
There's
under
a
the city.
Delzoan city under the city.
Is that-
Yeah, we
And
built
underneath
it on.
that is Undermountain.
We built it on top of 8 dead things, and one of them got back up and continued to move.
It's the City of Wonders. By which you mean, I wonder how they're still alive.
Yeah, a little bit.
So where are we going, wizard?
I mean, I don't know about you, but like pointing down the bookcase, that sounds like something we should tell Trench about.
Agreed.
So loot the upper floors and leave. Wonderful idea.
Aye, look the upper floors, check out the manor, the main manor house, and then
How much more stuff can you fucking carry?
All of it.
As Vile holds up an empty sack.
I
Answer is all of it.
As Vayli always comes prepared.
I specifically mentioned the empty sack in the last session. It's like dumped out potatoes, if you recall.
mm.
Or do you want dangerous magical artifacts to wind up in the hands of the City Watch? Or less skilled thieves?
Or worse.
Fine. Let's go to the other side.
Right.
We're on the other side.
Next question.
No. What?
Like, points past both of you at the catwalk.
What's that?
What turns around?
You turn around and there's the soot stove skink, like, just chilling on the catwalk.
Oh, that's a stove skink.
A what?
Is that what was underneath the bed?
I think so.
It's cute.
And from what I know, it can breathe fire, but as long as you don't bother it.
It can breathe fire. This is a study, Percival.
I know there was a fireplace in the other room.
Meaning it probably shouldn't breathe fire over here, is my point.
Yes, so leave it alone.
Alright?
Like a spider, if you don't bother its nest, it won't bother you.
She said alright in that tone, Braden.
And Zvile, leave the skink alone.
Pause.
Look, we don't need everything being set on fire on top of.
In the KnightLites Thieves Cant, she goes,
Remind me. Can the short one understand this?
Yes, he can.
in common, she goes,
Fine. But I want one.
I mean, we'll look into getting one later when we're not in the middle of a death.
You can probably get one, just not that one.
Yes.
Fair enough.
It's
There's a secret compartment in the globe if one of you want to make yourselves useful.
starts going to the bookshelf, starts pulling books off, throwing them in the sack.
I'll take a look at it.
Pulls out thieves' tools with malicious intent.
Okay, so you both go over to the globe, and there appears to be a secret compartment on it. You know this because Zvile took a knife to it.
I mean, you know.
Oh.
Fair.
The secret compartment is not open. I mean, there are slash marks in the globe of her trying to get it open.
Could I make an investigation check?
You certainly can.
You beat me to it by it. Okay, right.
Yeah.
The question.
Well, I mean,
who has
Braden's
the higher-
helping me.
Who has the
so-
higher investigation?
I have a +8.
We both got the same investigation. How about that?
You can give him advantage.
Yeah, I'll give
Yeah.
him advantage.
Okay, so yeah, between the two of you, you find a hidden button, and you press it, and the globe, like, opens, the top half, like, spins like a parasol, and, like, folds up on itself, and sitting in it is a music box with a little figure on the top.
I wouldn't play that because it might make her ears bleed. Like after the necklace and the mirror, like, but
It's about the size of a compact mirror, I should make it plain. It's a small music box.
It's small.
that doesn't mean playing the music is a good idea.
I mean, no, we'd want to bring it to a safe environment for testing.
Exactly. Takes the music box and puts it in the bag.
You touch the music box.
No.
Too late. You said you pick up the music box, put it in the bag.
Bring it in a cabin in the woods.
You touch the music box, and you hear, like, in your head, Braden, you hear a sound of surprise. Like somebody goes, huh?
Immediately lets it go.
Okay.
Like I didn't like move it. I just like
Right.
touched it. Lift it.
Right.
What's going on, Braden?
I touched the music box and I heard a voice in my head. ... That wasn't my own.
Like-
Before you ask.
Like, okay, Then my second question,
Mm-hmm.
was it malicious? Was it a demonic voice? Was it what?
It sounded like a woman just going, huh. Like they were surprised.
If
slightly.
anything, it was a child.
Okay, right, fine, more of a child then.
Pierce is gonna pick it up.
Okay, so Pierce, you grab it. You also hear like a noise of surprise.
I'm not gonna let it go quite yet, but I'm not gonna say something yet.
Okay. After a moment, you hear, "Who are you?"
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Someone.
You know, the more we explore this, I am glad we have killed these people.
Someone passing through. Who are you?
Annabelle?
It's a bit
What'd she say?
Annabelle.
Oh no.
What?
Do I remember that name?
Make a history check.
I feel like if we hadn't killed them, we would be in the process of killing their asses over this shit.
What do you want from Cultus of Asmodeus? What do you want? Like,
Yeah, this is not great.
major villains of Waterdeep, Cultus of Asmodeus, like,
It's more like we really did do a good thing in killing their asses.
yeah, I think with 14, Pierce,
Whether they stay dead.
I think, like, apropos of nothing, I think we get a flash of Pierce like walking down the street, and there's just like a flyer on a wall for a missing person, and it says like Annabelle like Trevorson or something.
This is just gut
Give
punch
me
the episode.
just a moment, and he's gonna set it back down for like a moment.
Okay.
Brayden.
Yeah.
Brayden. Like grabs his shoulders.
Speak words, man.
There's a child in that.
Looks at the music box.
You
looks
hear
back
a
at- looks
thump
at the
from
music-
behind you.
I remember
You're positive about that.
he said the name was Annabelle. It's a small girl. There was a missing poster with that exact.
I mean, Annabelle's
Person.
not an uncommon name.
No, it's not.
I was more using that to show that people go missing in Waterdeep and there's missing persons flyers.
Oh, okay.
Like,
But like, yeah, there's kind of like nothing else it could be.
I mean, valid.
That we're aware of.
Yeah. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. There's obviously someone trapped in that music box.
So
Or it's a really good illusion.
neither of you reacted to the thump. So about this point, Percival, you feel a hand on your shoulder.
And turn my head.
You just turn your head as Vila's standing there. She's got her mask pulled down. She's a good few shades shorter than it should, lighter than she should be in the face. And she says, "What was the name?"
No, don't do this to me.
No.
Please.
Oh no.
No.
Oh dear.
Pierce hasn't said it yet.
No.
But we know what you're
They
implying, damn it.
said their name was Annabelle.
Okay, she does that thing where she deflates and then realizes there's people looking at her and turns around and pulls her mask up real quick.
You're
Touching
okay.
that,
Just feel like-
you
Fine.
can speak to them.
You look like you seen a ghost.
Thankfully, no.
Thankfully, but that sounds like a story that we need to tell. Maybe not right now, but
Simply put, wrong name.
Oof.
okay.
Regardless, looks at Brayden. I think this is your domain.
After what happened last time, I am not putting. I'm not doing anything with that.
Yeah, when we fucked around with the other one, it didn't talk to us.
You didn't touch the other
Yeah,
one,
John.
motherfucker.
I mean, that's fair.
I'm gonna say maybe take that to black stuff.
So Umbra is like edging down your arm, Brayden, and like hops onto the top of the globe at this point.
Yeah.
It's like looking at the music box.
Looks at Umbra. You got anything?
Head bob.
What's up?
Leans 1 foot down slowly, grabs the top of the music box, and it shatters.
Does anything happen?
No, not that you can see.
Any particular reason you done that? Like, goes to pick up the music box.
There's nothing left. There's just powder.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So you say, why'd you do that? And Umbra opens its mouth, and you both hear, bye! And it closes its mouth again.
Oh.
Okay, you know what? Fair.
Okay. So let the
So-
bird handle.
So
Oi.
you say, let the bird handle it, and Umbra in the voice that Brayden heard from the
Emissary?
yes.
Yeah.
Which is Tristan's voice, as I recall.
Yeah.
Umbra just says, not always.
I mean, I'm gonna guess you weren't able to deal with the necklace.
No response.
Yeah, fair.
So if it fights back, Brayden has to handle it.
Not always.
Again in Tristan's voice, Umbra says, precisely.
Well, there you go.
I need to start remembering to always ask the bird.
That's what it's for.
I know.
It's almost like you've only had a familiar for a couple days now.
Yeah.
It's not a familiar. I mean, it is mechanically, but it's not. Like, yours is a familiar.
Yes, I understand. I was making a joke.
Umbra's more of a divine pet.
Yeah, Umbra is a familiar. It's just not a familiar of Brayden.
I'm sorry.
If anything,
Yeah.
Brayden's a divine pet.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Fox, but
No,
like,
what? You're out of line, you're right.
correct me if I'm wrong, but from what I've seen so far of Umbra, they seem to be just a memory conglomeration-born entity given form from the Raven Queen's power.
You're close. You're missing a word.
Hmm?
Given form and purpose.
Yes.
Fair. It perpetuates off the memories of the past.
Bingo.
Because like the Raven Queen's whole shtick is collecting memories. That's why the Raven keeps getting.
It is the ghost of Qui-Gon Jinn. That's what it is. Like, it's...
Yeah.
It is a convenient way for me to guide Brayden without being directly involved.
So more of an eidolon than a familiar.
Well, no, mechanically it is a familiar. Mechanically it is Brayden's familiar. Fictionally, it's not Brayden's familiar.
Like, if I needed to do something, I will do it within reason.
Correct.
Fly into this fire?
Yes.
No.
Pierce has
Okay.
absolute control over Lavina.
Yes.
Brayden does not have absolute control over Umbra.
I've been thinking about something with my familiar.
Okay.
I'm not taking advantage of the different senses different forms can give me.
Correct.
A bat has blind sight.
Indeed.
Anyway,
With Krieg, that's pretty
So,
hurtful.
so anyway, as Vile has stopped looting,
Yeah.
And she's just like standing off to the side, looking pensive.
What's our next move, Brayden?
I was about to say, like, he was going to go over to Icive, like, put a hand on her shoulder to ask if she is alright.
She starts when you touch her, and like not in that like I'm in danger kind of way, but in that like I forgot someone was here kind of way.
Yeah.
And she nods. She says,
2 more floors, and then the main mansion.
I'm just going to pull her in for a hug.
I think she resists. Like she can't overpower you, but like
Yeah.
usually that move like makes her weak at the knees, and this time she's just like, just for a second, you definitely feel resistance, and then she gives in.
Like, give her a pat. Like, can talk about it later.
She nods.
We may
Right,
want
I
to.
think we've avoided it for long enough. Looks out over to the main building.
I was going to say we may want to go there now. We only have so much more space.
Pierce nods.
I almost said the watch will be here soon, given the noise from the necklace, but if you saw the Avatar of Slaughter, and then a few days later you heard that from where it came from,
We wouldn't be going near here at all.
not if you're, paid the minimum the city allows. I'd
Pierce
say,
is gonna take a moment and like look towards the street through the window.
oh bugger,
What?
they're not. They're going to go and find someone who is paid enough to go and investigate, which
was
would be
gonna
the
st- I was-
Gauntlet, but the Gauntlet is currently dealing with the arson from a few days back, which means they're going to go to bloody Blackstaff Tower. We need to go. It's
Yes, we
either
do.
Blackstaff Tower or the Lightsinger Theater.
So it's either Blackstaff or Merc. Oh god.
Then let's fucking go.
Where? Forward or backwards?
Forward.
We'll have to be quick, and the mansion's big. Unless you think you can avoid some Harpers.
I mean, I've been able to avoid.
I wanna try a trick while we're standing here without imminent danger.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Go on.
I'm gonna go to like one of the corners of the room,
Mm-hmm.
and can I try to like minor illusion it to where something's like maybe like a dresser or something
Yes.
is obstructing my shape?
Yes. However, make a charisma saving throw.
Shit.
You used magic in a room. Oh no.
Okay, so you go to prep that, Piers, and you just hear,
Uh-huh.
Captain Averil, what are you doing?
Oh shit.
Bum, bum, bum.
Brayden, you don't hear this.
Yeah.
There's a beat, and then Vajra goes,
You can reply to this message.
Oh, it's the good telepathy. Thank you, ma'am.
we
I'm going to have my head exploded.
we were investigating the estate for the soul devourer that Brayden was
Is
tasked with.
Pierce just talking to himself?
yes.
Like, turns over and looks at Pierce. Is like, everything all right there, bud?
I'm fine.
I'm waiting for the. We had keys. Why didn't you make an official inquiry?
I mean, the key, no, but Vajra does say, like,
And you filed the requisite paperwork?
Hmm.
See, that's how they get the bumpkins, man. That's how they get us.
I remind you, is Brayden is not even technically allowed to be in the city, because the first thing he did was remove his writ of passage. He threw it down the yawning portal.
And no one will ever know.
I mean, the fist will know.
Mm-hmm.
Right name, so
I'm not entirely sure how to proceed, but I've stepped in it now.
For
Pierce
mercy?
goes two. Pierce goes 3 shades whiter. You're staff, aren't you?
There's a sigh.
You can reply to this message, Captain.
No, I did not. I failed to do so.
In reply to this message, I know I'm just scared.
That is what we in the industry call the Birchmila maneuver.
So you guys see appearing in front of Percival, you see this blue, like cyan, almost cyan sphere just appear in the air about head level with Percival. Pierce, you see that it's an eye facing you. You can see like the iris and the pupil and stuff.
Yes.
And it just blinks and slowly rotates around.
Uh-oh.
Rapier at the ready. Like, what the fuck is this?
Is your
Found a
face
secret
covered,
passage.
Brayton?
What?
Is your face covered?
Yeah.
Okay. So the eye fixes on you, fixes on the Black Viper, turns all the way back around to Pierce, and you hear what I can only describe
I'm so
as
dead.
what you can only describe as the mom voice of the Blackstaff. Vajra goes,
Who are you with, Captain?
Oh man, that is not one. Like, bravo, Fox. That's a good mom voice.
Thank you.
I legitimately don't know what to do here.
You're grounded, Boyle.
Nightfall, I've already given you your best option. Beg for mercy.
Much.
You have disappointed Magic Mom.
The best thing you can do right now, Percival, it will cost you. It will cost you, son. But the best thing you can do is to shout run. Because you have about 10 seconds before a squad of Spellbreakers rolls up from Force Grey.
Oh no.
Oh,
And you know that. Like,
shit.
You say Spellbreakers, and all I can really think of with that phrasing is just like a bunch of dudes with riot shields and Harry Potter wands, and that makes me laugh. That makes me laugh more than
riot
feel.
shields and Sphinx hair manacles and like anti-magic glaives, more like.
Oh,
Oh,
This is
goody.
bad. So guys,
Like no, this is not a so guy situation. This is a you're standing on a
this
precipice.
is out of character.
On one hand, it's your reputation with Force Grey on the line. On the other hand, it's you just got caught with the Black Viper. Like, you can either side with Vajra or side with Brayden right now. Those are your options.
Will he turn
hate
his back on family?
I mean, you could try and be subtle about it.
No, he can't. He doesn't have time to be subtle about it. Like, that arcane eye just saw one of the most wanted people in Waterdeep. You're in a place that the City Watch won't get to. Vajra is going to send soldiers, and she's going to send them promptly. Because Vajra thinks you might be in danger. Like, Vajra doesn't know you're with them.
Okay, this is a terrible option, but you could do. But hear me out.
The most terrible option I could do is dispel magic this arcane eye.
No. I have a worse one, but it might work.
Okay, good. Go on.
You give the same answer we've been giving for weeks.
What's that?
Who are you with? Braden and his girlfriend?
Oh my god.
Oh, fuck.
Ugh.
You could theoretically be honest about it and just
Like, Braden and his girlfriend? You have to say anything more than that.
I mean, you do. Like, Pierce, I need an answer. The soldiers be coming.
This
Need help?
I do need help.
No, I mean, I was offering that. Like, you could say like hired help.
Like, the tone is she recognized the Black Viper. You know she recognized the Black Viper. Like, what's your play, Percival? You have just enough time to say something before all hell breaks loose. Are you siding with Brayden? Or are you siding with Vajra?
We can fix the Braden situation later. We've done it
Can
before.
you?
We've done it before. Realistically, no, we probably can't. Vajra overreacts too much.
Yes, she does. Like Vajra, like like that is something that's been proven in this story. Is Vajra overreacts?
She might. Oh, Manchun's back. Okay, let me just ask one of my prize pupils to risk everything that has ever made them special and feel something about themselves.
So,
To be honest, I'm leaning towards it is Braden and his girlfriend.
regardless of what Pierce does, I have the Pierce will probably be arrested to some degree.
I mean, no. If you so this is fair. If you throw Brayden under the bus and side with Vajra, you're gonna get a "What did you think you were doing breaking in there, young man?" beat. Did you find anything useful?
But then,
I mean, right. I slightly want to interject, but also your scene.
100% Esvile is getting disappeared. Brayden might.
I mean, there's always plausible deniability. I have no idea who these were.
There is that siding with Vajra.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest. That's the side I would take. So I don't know who these people are. They were here when I was
I mean, you guys could literally just make a run for it.
You have to tell them.
No, if he says, I have no idea who these people are, Braden's like, gotcha. What out?
Here's the thing. If he shouts run, the timing is going to be tight.
Yeah.
If he says, I don't know who these people are, the timing will probably be too tight for you two to get away. Like...
What if he just like turns his back to them, just does like the get the fuck out hand motion.
The eye is between them.
Thieves can't?
Bold to assume Vajra doesn't consistently have some form of tongues going.
Pierce? Come on, dude.
This is a hard choice.
Yes, it is.
It's really difficult.
I'm gonna be honest.
I mean, to be fair, you made a hell of a noise in your stealth mission. Like, I don't know what you want from me.
And that's what you get for taking the wizard. I'm joking.
No, that's what I get for dropping the gun.
What's about to happen is what you get for taking the wizard. That's just, we need to see where Pierce's loyalties lie.
I honestly can't figure out if this would have gone better or worse with Sockham.
That's a good question.
What What are you doing here? Hi, Vajra.
Fucking hell.
Uh,
Like, if it was just Brayden, you could be like, Brayden is with me, it's okay, but you have the fucking Black Viper with you. Like,
You could do the most roundabout, risky lie of your life.
you could be like, if like, play that bard if you want to go that route. Like,
You could be like, I'm with Braden and his girlfriend, but we were concerned about her safety, so we had her dress up like the Black Viper.
No.
I have an idea that's even better than that one.
okay, well, give it. What's your idea?
I'm with Brayden and the help that the Zentarum sent with him. But she knows about that.
She already knows about that, to be fair, so...
She knows about that.
Is that what you say? Because I'm gonna tell you right now.
Probably not the best thing to
The
say.
Black Viper is not Zentarum.
Yeah.
I mean, she's freelance. She's freelance though, sort of.
If anything, she's freelance for the Harpers.
Do that. We're with Braden and the help the Harper sent us.
We ran into the help the Harper sent. This is
Throw Murd under the fucking bus. Okay.
What do you say, Percival?
What was that, Brayden? I couldn't hear you.
Hey, throw Mart under the bus. Perfect.
I gave you way too much time to think about this. What do you
You
say?
did, but like, fuck.
What do you say?
Please and thank you.
Boy.
I'm at the point where it's just, I'll explain all of this later.
Okay.
We gotta go, cause like, I don't know what else to do.
Okay, so she said, who are you with, Captain?
We've given you a couple lies, man. Just choose one.
Hang on. I'm
Also, breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, Cole.
very much. Maybe not directly into the mic, but you got the right idea.
sorry.
You're good. Noise gate, you're good. But I have given you way too much time to think about this. You need to make a decision. You have been thinking for 30 minutes!
Legitimately speaking, I think you have been thinking for 30 minutes.
15, but...
No.
Okay, I think we're gonna go with the Harper lie.
What do you
Not so much a
say?
lie.
What do you say?
Trying to think about my wording.
Okay.
I mean, if it helps, I give him an advantage by giving a thumbs up to the eye.
You don't know what the question is, so, like...
I mean, just like hit him with that COVID mask drop. Like, yo, what up, me?
I mean, like, even at that, like, whatever he says, he's just like, hey?
Okay, fair
we
enough.
good?
What do you say?
It's
I hope your deception's high.
I also
It's
hope your
not.
deception is high.
it's a flat. It's a flat.
Come
This is
on,
where we need the inspiration.
No, see, you get inspiration depending on what you say. Now fucking make words fall out of your face, Percival.
Ah, Okay.
If you do throw Mert under the bus, maybe something the Harper sent them because Sock's on his ass currently.
You said you were gonna go with the Harper lie. Just go
yeah,
for it.
let's do it. I'm with Brayden and the help Harper sent. We gotta go if you're sending help. Bye.
The help the Harper sent. Okay. So, Brayden,
I don't know what else to do.
You see as Vile, like, wince and put a hand to her head,
Yeah.
and she, like, blinks a couple times, and she goes, "What? No. Yes? I think?" And she looks at Pierce, like, helplessly.
I don't know. I'm so sorry. I might have fucked everything up.
I swear to God, this is an invasion of privacy.
It is a bit.
I mean, you say that like the Black Staff cares.
Valid.
There's gotta be laws about these things.
There are.
And-
She writes them.
And as Vile says out loud, she says, "The old goat? Lord Mert?" And then silent. Nothing happens for a minute. And she looks around. And she looks at Piers. And she just, like, slowly pulls her mask down and mouths, "What was that?" And then pulls her mask back up.
We gotta go. Now. Let's move.
Okay, guess we're not exploring that. And leave.
Like, so, yeah, so you're like, "We gotta go." As Vita, like, holds a hand up, she seems a little winded. And she goes, "Wait. Who was that? And why are they checking with Lord Mert? What does that even mean?"
Looks at Pierce, gonna assume Black Staff.
Yes.
Oh,
We need to
great.
move. We need to
We need
split.
to leave.
Now.
We need to go. Let's
What
vacate the premises.
As you're
out the window!
shoving his Vile towards the window, she's like, "What does checking with Lord Mert mean?"
Don't worry about it. Let's just leave.
All right.
Pierce can explain later.
So you get back to the busted window in the catwalk.
We're leaving.
Repel. Right, repel down.
Okay, what about Pierce?
I'm,
he can
like-
step his
Yeah. So
he can rest his spell slots back later.
yeah. If she stepped to the ground, my benign transposition recharges.
Okay, as Vile repels down. About this point, there is several, like, flashes of white light, and you guys are surrounded by, like, Force Grey Spellbreakers and Harpers. In, like, gold masks with, like, white suits. And the circle, like, parts, and a very large man walks forward. And he says, "What's this about my hired help exactly?" And that's the last shot of the episode.
Fucking no.
So Harper's in white suit sounds freaking amazing. Just
Right?
saying.
With gold masks.
Just. What's funny is that gold masks used to be a thing in Waterdeep.
Mm.
Though it was like
I'm
it was
sorry, guys.
it was like a death cult or something, I think.
So, we're gonna do some shout-outs. Very sorry to Connie, Lawrence, and Salk for not having much to do this episode. But you'll probably have something to do next episode. But we've got some shout-outs to do. And Delta, you can start us off.
Oh, no. Fuck. Okay, yeah, give me a second.
Yep.
Pause. Hell, I'm Delta, your resident Mad Scotsman. Yo, fucking... Just in general to all that. Like, fuck. You'll fucking find me hanging about the Discord. I'll catch you all later. Bye.
Gracie, give us a shout-out, please.
Hey, I'm Rich Mila, aka Gracie. I do a lot of art and things for Kids Channel, and I also love tabletops. So if you like either of those things, give me a poke.
Gamsey?
Gentlemen, I'm Guy Gemzelis, the hero bard, the teller of tales that need to be told. And there are a lot. I've been perusing my libraries and reviewing my script so I don't screw up my outro anymore. And
that is a mood, friend.
until I find something good, if ever I'm needed, you can always find me on the Discord in DMs or on Twitter at the Homestar Call Me. And until next we meet, have a nice rest of your night. Drink some water, you look dehydrated.
Trace Barb, give us a shout-out, please.
Hey guys, Treshker here. I'm a mod for Kit's Discord, and you know, things are proceeding on, and it will be winter before you know it. So if you need something soft and fluffy knit, I am more than happy to oblige. On that note, summer's coming. So, if you want to like save up for a vacation or something, but you're not quite sure how to make it work, hit me up. I have a knack for budgeting, so I can give you a hand.
Nightfall, finish us out, please.
Nightfall Kitsune. I hacked up bad.
It's okay. You haven't been arrested twice yet.
Oh, it might be dead.
Nah, just leave it to us. We'll get you out.
So this is fun. Anyway, that's all.
Nightfall.
Okay, bye.
Okay, fine. You don't want to do an outro, Nightfall?
No, I'm good.
Okay, fair enough. You can find the stuff on the screen if you want it. For my part, as ever, I am the Sharp-Eyed Kitsune, the teller of tales and the weaver of mysteries, the masked bard. This is a channel that is devoted to lore and storytelling, world-building, role-playing, and discussions of those things. So if that's to your fancy, you're in excellent company here, and I do hope that you enjoyed your time with us. I stream every single day that my health permits me to do so, and my health wasn't really the best during the afternoon slot for today, but I'll hopefully be back tomorrow with more Demon Souls in the afternoon, and then I have a meeting on Monday evenings to get ready for the upcoming Shards of Erevain campaign, which I hope you guys are excited for. For now, I need to get out of here, but when I do, I'll be hosting someone. It's someone who I like, someone who I hope that you all will like, and can spread some of the love that was filtered today over on their channel. And check back here, because I'm always hosting someone, and you might find your favorite streamer that way. For now, as ever, time to close the book on today and leave you with these parting words. From myself, my keepers, and those joining me on the stage this evening, to all of you, the regulars, the followers, the newcomers, and the lurkers. Whether you're just having a seat by the fire or you've got a running tab at the bar, remember, there's always more stories to tell. And hopefully, I'll see you all next time for another evening in the City of Splendors with another Tales on the KnightLites and a new chapter. Good night, you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by, and hope to see you again very soon.